Welcome everyone to a much delayed next session for City of Eyes, Ravenloft Tier 4. You're officially into Tier 4 now. I think we kicked into level 17 last session, and we're back from, I think, 4 weeks because with me not being able to sit in my chair properly and hitting everything on the way to the floor, was off for 2 weeks. However, champing at the bit to get back into it. So looking forward to this session. If we'd have a quick run through. Kitty, how are you going?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
And how's Ashtar? What's your?
I don't have much going on.
What's Ashtar's? It's actually worth touching base on your character too. We might focus on that. How's Ashtar going at the moment? What's your current state, I guess?
Okay. Yeah.
You look at full health.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much just, good to go kind of thing. Like,
No,
I don't think much is going on.
Yeah. Okay. Because I
don't think there was anything.
Right.
Was there anything?
No, you're at full hit points. Maybe a little bit down. I can't remember. There's been no battles or anything, but and I guess you're the one that sort of first found this way. I'll actually take the opportunity to just dial back a little bit. You're in the City of Eyes. You're trying to find your way out. Trying to find a missing person, and you've managed to find your way to the Infinite Stair, which is some sort of extra dimensional space and a place where you can travel between places. Still places within this this realm, but and you're navigating your way around the shattered temple, shattered literally into different demi-planes each area. You've gone into one, like the main chamber for the temple, and had celestial music from above, singing and choirs and la-di-da, and eventually this angel descended from above, a mad planetar, and attacked you, and there was a huge fight with it pretty much leveraging its wings and ability to fly, and it also had some very long-range spell attacks. So it made it. I was playing to the intelligence. Even insane, maniacal, homicidal angels still will play to their strengths. I think there was blade barriers and God knows what else. I can't really remember. But you managed to but you managed to defeat it. Snooped around, left the area. Every time you leave the area, it's not too bad. Every time you leave an area to go back to the stair, it's quite stressful on your to your full body, your whole self. Quite exhausting to do. Coming off the stair into these rooms is fairly simple, fairly straightforward, but it takes a couple of rounds to get to the stair itself. It defies belief. And Kitty, you and Sir Lottle are one of the two that are quite a bit more sensitive to it. On that, Sir Lottle, how are you tracking? Have you got any spells up?
Yes, I have a not true sight, the other one, see invisibility.
See invisibility.
Which allowed me to spot the Gaunt figure.
Yes. So that, because you can see partly or somewhat into the ethereal plane, and that has revealed, watching you from above, this hazy outline of a person just standing there. And so I think that's, how long does the see invisibility last?
I think it's 1 hour.
Okay, so it'll be there for some time.
And I think Sir Petrus would also have it because he cast True Sight in the fight.
Yes, I can see Sir Petrus. If we moved, and you've all been suffering some threats to your sanity, but so far have either healed it or managed to stave it off. We've got some tokens on screen there for madness levels, and most of you are at 0. I think Ashtar, you're at nothing because I took it off rather than put you at 0. I can put that back on just to spell it out.
We have that's right.
Yeah, so other than that, Cyril's pretty happy. He's got himself some plantar wings for dinner for later.
Ah, yeah, right.
And I guess he's a little bit egged by, undead monstrosity or aberration, I think, with them in the room, but there's nothing he can do about it, so he's kind of mulling about it.
Right.
And that's it.
And so Petrus, how are you tracking?
I have been in a fugue whilst the others have been interacting with this place and this gaunt figure of the silhouette.
Right.
As I've regained awareness, I will now turn my focus upon what now transpires.
And before you see the curator or the caretaker of this temple, a ghostly beholder, which you've somehow come to terms with and befriended, and just been warned not to make a mess. But otherwise, this figure is going to travel with you to the next area when you're ready, sort of showing you the door and making sure you don't steal the silverware.
Ghostly, you say?
Mostly. Ghostly, yeah. Yeah, it's a apparition of a beholder rather than a physical, tangible one.
My mistress would be best pleased if this spirit were put to rest. Zolotl, what do you think?
It bothers no one. It's locked away. It's not invading the material plane.
Perhaps you are right. It is an affront to the natural order of things.
Is that what he said? Because that's not what I heard.
I mean, it would be a front. Luckily for it, it's not invading the nature. It's locked away in here with all the other weird beings.
I will think upon that.
And while we're contemplating vicious murder, how about you, Aloran? How are you going?
I'm slightly panicked right now.
Okay.
I'm wondering if, by holding my breath, I can literally keep my skin cells on my body.
Okay.
And he's just kind of waiting for, he doesn't want to make a mess. He doesn't want to lose his magic gear. He's kind of just waiting and trying not to shed.
Every time you interact with this beholder, Zekox, it turns to face you, and all of your magical gear becomes heavy rather than the naturally light and easy to use stuff that you're used to. For those of you with weapons and armor, others that have staves or wands or things like that, they just sort of switch off. And you have, I guess you've spent some time having looked through this room. You've still got this gaunt silhouette. Just regarding you from a distance.
Where stands this silhouette?
Sort of, it's difficult to put it on screen as a in a direction, because it's sort of, I guess you would contemplate that it's above you, but you're not looking up at it. It's sort of like, imagine if you were in a two-dimensional world on a flat piece of paper and you're a two-dimensional being, but somehow you could see something above the piece of paper looking at you, and you manage to look at it, and then all your friends say, point to it, where is it? And you look left, you look right, you look forward, you look backwards from a two-dimensional perspective, and you can't point in the right direction. It's none of those directions. It's out.
I like this not, Zalotl. What transpires?
Big Pat said that might be our friend.
Solotl and Sir Petrus, can you both have intuition? No, intuition? Insight.
Inside. Good.
Yeah. I just went back a few versions of D&D.
Yeah. There we go. Not my
Okay.
best.
And while those are coming in, I should mention we've also got Ducks with us. Welcome to the game.
Eh?
And you have a character all ready to go, but you're just not there yet. Or we can see you on screen, but you'll come in shortly. We'll introduce you in two secs. So Lotto, you're sort of looking at this creature, and Sir Petrus, you look at it and you almost feel a chill running up your spine. It's not of fear in the same way as like looking at an undead creature or a dragon or something like that. It's more a sense of dread when you look at it, and you're almost forced to, not quite, you can always stand there looking at it, but you feel like if you met this creature's gaze in real life, it might cause you to cease being. Not so much killed, like a Medusa or a basilisk or something else that kills with its gaze. It's more about you looking at it rather than it looking at you. One of those things like looking inside Pandora's box.
I like this not at all, Zalotl. Have I encountered such before?
Not encountered, but you would have heard in your religious training that there are certain things that are not meant for mortal eyes.
And what are we to do?
You might have heard of heroes that were taking on these sorts of things, and they just don't look at them. They avert their gaze. They blindfold themselves in any interactions they have. You realise that the reason why you're probably not gone right now is because it's not in your plane.
I'll pass this information on to my companions.
Okay.
Avert your gaze. Stare not at the creature, the silhouette.
Yeah, Xerozo will point his eyes in different directions away.
All right. Awesome.
Yes, right? Though?
Sorry, Ashtar, what is that?
We don't see this.
No, you don't see it. When you say, where is it? What don't I look at? He can't even point in a direction.
Avert my gaze from what? Right, yeah. I just don't know how to avert my gaze if, what do you...
I mean, if you don't see it, then there's no problem.
I guess I just look at my feet. I don't know what to do.
Okay. Okay. Now I've got everyone's passive perceptions here, but I don't know what your passive investigations are. Has anyone got an above 15 passive investigation?
Yeah, I don't think we're a very intelligent bunch in here.
Not sleuths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Lauren?
No, it's 13.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I will ask a question if I may. Though,
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
The ghostly beholder, did you say his name earlier and I just missed it?
Yeah, I'll type it into the chat. It's Zacox.
Thank you. Do they seem to be waiting for us to do something? Is that the atmosphere at the moment?
Yeah, they are. The Zacox is waiting for you. I said, so were you heading back to the stair?
I mean, just a moment. Ashtar, the creature, the floating thing seems to understand Celestial. Perhaps Perhaps you could ask it some questions.
Sure. Yeah. I'll make. We had our stuff like put away when we were holding for, so I'll pull out my sword.
Okay.
Because I don't understand Celestial unless I'm actually holding the
All
sword.
right.
Mhm.
You pull out. It's got 2 names, doesn't it? I forget.
Yes, it's what is it?
Perdition. Oh, okay, that's when it's sending things back to where they belong.
Perdition's Gate, yeah. And what was the other one? It was Lifebringer or something, I think.
Yeah, Lifebringers are sort of something to do with when it can restore life.
Yeah, because you can cast Revivify without
Yes,
components.
yeah.
And
I forget that off the top of my head, but never mind. Perdition's Gate imbues you with the power to speak Celestial. What are you going to say to the void?
I look toward Celestial and I say, I whisper like a stage whisper. What should I be asking? I don't even know what this thing is. Where this thing is. I'm not like you guys. I'm not a deep thinker. I just stare around, but I'm sort of like not looking as well because I'm like I look up and then I'm like, no wait, avert gaze, right?
Yep.
That's very good. I myself prefer to act on instincts. Just say anything.
Hi. What was that? You given a name for this?
Gaunt Silhouette.
Oh, that's not really probably something he wants to be called. They're probably not. You know, that's not their preferred name.
I mean, the place is called the Temple of Gaunt Silhouette. So.
Yeah, that's what it's referred to. That doesn't mean that this being called it that. Yes, I will just sort of just say like, hello, friend, hopefully.
Okay, so Petrus and Solotl, you see the creature turn to look, and it's looking away from both of you.
Can I stand away from the group a bit so that if something bad happens to me, it's like not an area effect that affects everyone else?
Okay, yep, you can move yourself to where you want to be.
So maybe just like in the corner over here somewhere.
Okay.
Just a little bit away.
And as she moves,
So
away, so Petrus, Solotl, you see the Gaunt Silhouette turn its head a little bit more.
Well, you certainly got its attention.
Good. Okay. Do I hear it? Does it say anything?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't respond in any way to you.
Not even like there's no feel, no nothing.
No.
Okay, so I'll just say.
Can you roll a insight for me, Ashtar?
Yeah. Okay. Insight's not my best. Let's do this though. Alright, I got okay, a 4.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right. So you don't feel anything and you don't hear anything.
Okay, I'll just sort of ramble a bit and just sort of so we're here for good reasons.
Okay.
She's like just rambling.
Yeah. Okay. So let's assume that you try talking with this
thing.
thing.
So well with things that are not like right in front of her, you know. Like,
you try talking to this being, trying to communicate, and to Sir Petrus and Sir Solotl, you reckon after about 10 minutes of, tap dancing or, trying to say what other people ask you to say or whatnot, all it is watching your group in this room.
All right. Well, maybe I mean, it's not killing us. That's good, right?
Yeah. Tell it.
Yeah.
I mean, ask it a question and tell it to shake a little bit if it's yes, or stand still if it's no.
But what if it doesn't have that ability and we take that as a no?
Okay, then.
Don't we need to establish that it can do that first? I mean, not trying to question your logic.
Let's assume you've already tried all attempts of communication. To cut a long story short, and
it's not going to happen.
And it's not responding to you.
We can't just stay here forever, like, hoping that this thing that is not really. I mean, it is here, but it's not here, right? So.
The beholder turns to you and says,
Oh, what?
"That's dangerous."
What is?
Everything's dangerous if you don't handle it correctly.
Don't look at the god.
I'm looking at my shoes. You're the one with all the eyes. Come on.
No, you'll notice all of them are sort of focused off in
They're
one
all
direction,
looking down.
looking off in one direction.
Oh, that's good. So that direction is safe then, whichever direction it is looking.
Yes, that's right.
Actually, I was looking at my feet, so I probably didn't see the direction it's
Yeah.
looking either. Yeah, I'm just looking down, just like going, I don't know what I'm doing.
This temple is watched over by a ancient god.
That's sort of Zlotl and Sir Petrus's department.
We'll-
Just look at what-
Towards him.
I missed that, sorry.
Sorry, I was.
Oh, is that a background? Okay.
Not really. I don't worship any deities.
What god is overhead?
Zikok says, no one knows.
How is it known to be a god?
It's one of the 13 that died eons ago.
I see.
Even gods leave ghosts.
Indeed, and that should be put to right as well.
Should we just move on then? I mean.
Yeah. Should we just leave?
Okay.
Alarion kind of whispers through his lips, still trying not to shed anything.
No spit anywhere. Just. Right.
Now, I think Ashtar and Solot, to make it a bit easier, rather than it's going to get quite unwieldy moving between all that dice rolling to move. So what I'm going to do is have one person take the lead and try to open the doorway and assume that they can open it enough to take the rest of the group with them. So I think Sir Lottel and Ashtar are the most...
Is it charisma versus intelligence, right?
yes.
Yeah, I think that's the job for our lizard. It's charismatic, but not very intelligent, so...
Okay. All right. So, Sir Lottel, can I get you to roll a charisma versus intelligence check?
So that's the ability check, right? Not
Yes,
saving throw.
not a saving throw, no.
Okay, so that's... my intelligence is 10. That should do it.
Okay, so you pass once, and you can feel the boundary between this and the infinite stair starting to open. Can you do another one? It'll take 3 checks.
Okay.
3 successful checks to do it safely.
Ooh.
Okay, a natural 20, well done, is enough to equate to 2 checks, and you pull everyone through with you. And I'll move us.
Does the Cox come with us or
Yes.
stay with? Interesting. We have a chaperone.
Now let me try and see where this is. There we go. Infinite stair. Aha. I've probably got you already placed here, but I'll just paste them in again. You should see the stairway, or not yet, maybe.
Seen.
Riddle's with you. Criella, I've got you off to the side for now. And you all appear after 3 rounds of Solotl straining at the door, and you find yourselves on a pale staircase, spiralling up, spiralling down, and you hear a scraping sound of claws on stone
I would
beneath
like
you.
to keep myself, like other people between me and the beholder. I'm feeling a bit uneasy about them.
Okay. something like that. And Solotl, the stairway goes upwards from where you are.
So no way but up then.
Okay. You hear Zacox behind you, Ashtar, say, "Go with haste."
Quick, quick, quick.
The
Let's move,
Aya
guys.
Broken is on its way.
The Eye of Broken.
Yep.
Ooh, guys, this is no good.
And
Let's go.
it has fed.
I'm guessing that means it doesn't slumber. It means it's got energy. Let's go.
Yeah. If it has fed, it will takes on the power of whatever it consumes added to its own.
Ooh. Throw a rat at it. Feed it rat.
Yeah.
I do want to kill it though.
Did it not eat our wizardly companion?
Oh no.
It did.
Quick. Alright. Oop. Oop.
Okay, you spiral your way up. I'm gonna move everyone to another map here. This is a new one that I've made during the week to help try and simulate this. Somewhere. Where is it? Bear with me a sec. Oh. No. Damn it, I sent you screenshots of it even before.
I mean the thing in the Discord?
The doorway, yeah. Never mind. I'll move on. Let me see. Oh, I know where it was. I've got it. It'll show the relationships between all the doors. Here we go. Phew. I thought I was going crazy then. Okay, I'm going to paste you all on screen, but you know, you're not there as such. And let's see. So you can see the doorway where you entered, and I think the rest of you entered in the from the bar, Cicero's.
Mm-hmm. And
you went past one door because you were just rushing and exploring, and there was one doorway that you went up, and then you went up more and you had a battle. And then you entered another doorway, and that's where you went in and fought the Planetar, which is this one here where Criella is. I'm using Criella's token here to show. And then you came out and you ran up again, and then ended up in the area where you met the Beholder. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And so you're going up again. Yeah, that's right. So if I get the whole party, you gathered around this door here. Oops. That's it. Better bring the Beholder with us. And there's another door. You come to another door, or you can still hear this scratching sound beneath you, and it's getting closer, and you can hear wings flapping now. Looks like it's flying up from beneath. You could go through this door, which looks the same type as the last two. And Zagok says, so where do you want to go? I could guide you.
That's a good question. I don't remember where we were trying to get.
Were we not following the trail of the young girl?
Yes, there was a young girl. She seemed to have what she was looking for, but I saw her in a different area. I could take you there. I'm not sure whether she went there first or after I saw her.
Anything that takes us along her path that will give us a lead to where she may have gone
Okay.
would be much appreciated.
Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm going to grab you all and move to another map. And because you're there, and Solotl, you can step off the doorway through into the next realm, which is effectively another area, another little demiplane. To do that, I just need to rejoin as GM. And let's see, I'll switch you back to that map. Not back to it, but into it. Okay. You should see this resolving now. Not yet? Oh. Can you see anything?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I see some, I don't know,
Is
Warhammer 40k level of weird.
Is this what we're meant to avert our eyes from? Because it looks pretty godlike. That's not
Okay.
quite the word.
There's a grand arched hall. It runs 300 feet ahead of you into the distance. The whole room is lit by flashes of light through stained glass windows. And at the far end is this enormous faceless statue. It has its hands outstretched as if expectant. Elsewhere in the room there are stone benches on the walls and similarly carved faces in gold.
Do we hear anything?
You don't hear anything, and you're at the very bottom area.
Does it have any kind of resemblance to the previous chapel, temple, like?
It's the same. It's the same decor, the same architecture, but and it looks like this is more of a place of worship. Now apparently abandoned. You can see some sort of crumpled heap at the base of the creature, of the enormous statue.
Like a person.
Like a human figure with a cloak and so on, laying down. No, not
enemy.
not moving.
Not moving at all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Xeroto will start walking forward with his shield up.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Okay. I can't see any of you on screen. Your tokens.
Yeah,
I can't-
we don't
can't
see
see
them either, I
tokens.
think.
Ah, okay. All right. Let me just go and grab tokens again. I don't know what was going on, but I'll just copy and paste them again. Okay, so, but regardless, what do you want to do? You're heading further in.
Yes, if once I see anyone moving,
Okay.
step forward and try to be sort of front line.
Yep.
Yeah.
With definitely the celestial blade out.
Okay, you have the celestial blade out. It's looking very celestial, this place.
Yeah.
There's the corridor is not a corridor, but there's this got sort of golden pathway leading through the pews and these sort of very alien-like holy relics of some sort, glowing with this blue electricity.
That's these things.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd like to go up and take a closer look at one, if I may.
Sure. Can you do an investigation? And Criella, I see you've got your roll 20 going. Good. Investigation, where is it? Oh,
So no.
natural one. Okay.
I'm entranced by the blue light, and
Yeah,
that's about
it
it.
looks very pretty.
Hey, guys. Stay close.
Okay.
We don't want to get a repeat of the last thing with the planet.
I'm right behind you, Salotl.
So yeah, basically stay within 10 feet.
Okay.
All
Oh,
the
right. Yeah.
bonuses.
Okay. I'm not worrying about Riddle for now. I assume that she's just off camera, but with you. Okay, so everyone sort of, or Aloran and Sir Petrus and Ashtar, you sort of bunch up around Salotl. And Salotl, are you heading down the passageway?
Yep, slowly but surely. Just making sure
Okay.
that everyone is close enough to me.
Okay. You get to the end.
I have it. Oh yeah, there's my aura.
Oh yeah, okay. You get to the end, and when you get to before the being that looks like in its belly, like the six-pack sort of abdomen shape, there's a mirror, and in front of the mirror is a crumpled skeleton.
The crumpled skeleton, is that the figure that you mentioned earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And it's not moving?
No. It's got a robe, a cloak, sort of like a hooded cloak, and has adventuring gear on it. A hand axe, a short sword, and a backpack.
Just in case, I'm gonna divine sense to detect undead and
Okay.
celestial or fiend.
It just looks like hallowed ground.
Okay. Is it like right where we are? Are we within?
Yes.
reach of it?
Yeah. I can. It's just right at Sir Lotl's feet and Sir Petrus's feet.
I'll like kind of use my toe of my shoe to kind of like not kick it like boot it, but just to like nudge through to to kind of rotate it over to have a look a bit more.
Yep.
And check that it's not actually gonna move and jump us, or that it's
Okay.
not like trapped.
It's skeletal, but the skin is still there, tight over its face,
Yeah.
and it looks like it died with a look of confusion on its face.
Is there any visible indicators of how it died? I know it's kind of like mummified almost, but
Yeah.
is there like obvious wounds or anything like that?
No
might-
no obvious wounds, no injuries.
And
Just
the gear is all like intact. There's no tears or like other than like normal
Pieces missing.
no pieces missing.
It
It
doesn't look
was
like it's been looted.
probably a
Maybe, like
human skeleton with a dagger in hand, in the left hand.
dagger?
Yeah.
Its gear is adventuring gear, not
Yes.
necessarily not like religious kind of
No, adventuring gear, definitely.
ceremonial garb. And the dagger, does it look like a utility dagger, or does it look like it could be ceremonial or decorative?
Looks like a
in some way?
murderous dagger.
Yeah, just a dagger.
Hmm.
And the body doesn't look like it's been looted, like someone else has been here and rummaged.
Do a investigation for me.
Oh man, why am I always asking questions?
It's
I'm not
okay.
good at investigation. Hey, I rolled well.
All right,
So,
18.
There you go.
You don't, yeah. So you look down and take your pipe out, and say, "Can you
Yeah.
see here, everyone? There,
Watson?
yes, it looks like another creature has come up behind this one, and there's some. The cloak is wet, so it's clearly been in the rain. It's got that sort of strange smell that Elysium's rain smells of."
Okay.
And the same sort of muddy, grimy boots from the soot of on some of the wet, destroyed places. But there's a couple of sets of prints. One is clearly the boots of this one, and there's another set of boots probably coming along behind it.
So maybe betrayal, given the look on the face and someone coming up behind.
Yes. And you can see that this creature has died of confusion, with a very quizzical, confused and shocked look on its face. Not a shock of pain, but just like,
Okay.
what? Hey?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a little business card in its hand.
Okay. I will. Can I see? I mean, I imagine it's in the hand, so I probably can't see without taking it out.
No, a
But,
bit hard to see. It's just like a little piece of cardboard.
Or I will pick that up and have a look at it.
Okay, pick it up and have a look at it. And it's unlabeled. There's no name or address or anything like that in it. It's just a picture of a gaunt silhouette.
Interesting.
And
So
it's
I will show the others.
It's
Obviously.
at that point, with your amazing investigation skills, you also sense a bit of movement behind you, and you turn around, and you see a bluish, purplish tiefling looking at you from the mirror, from inside the mirror.
I will point and. What? Are you guys seeing this? Am I?
Yes,
Am I
kill it!
confused? I've seen some strange things. I don't know what's real anymore.
Criella, if you want to say anything, you can.
I can speak through it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Hello?
Whoa! Who are you? What?
Do not
It's
listen
begin.
to its temptations.
It's a trick, right? It's a trick.
Yes.
No
Give
trick
yourself-
here.
Lauren's gonna cast See Invisibility just to, have a bit of a look around, see if there's somebody coming from a different direction or, shenanigans.
Okay, can you roll a insight for me?
Sure. Not rolling well today.
Okay, so you cast your See Invisibility, and you look around. You briefly see the gaunt silhouette looking at you, at your group.
Oh.
And at your sort of surprised look, Sir Petrus and Sir Lottle also look up and see, oh shit, there it is again.
Was that in the other room?
Yeah, pretty much.
And Lauren's going to look back to Ashtar and go, so I think that's real. Pointing to the tiefling.
Okay.
Real? The tiefling spoke common or whatever, right?
Yes. Well, I can't see you,
Wait.
Ashtar. Where are you? You're not
I
on.
can't see my icon.
Okay, I'll go and get that while you carry on your conversation with Criella. You can take it away,
I'm
Criella.
nowhere. What did you get in there?
I don't know.
Well, that's
My name's
fair. I
Criella.
don't know how we got in here either. I'm Ashtar.
I go to shake Ashtar's hand, then realize
Yeah.
mirror.
Hit the mirror. Bang! Ow! Ow! I'm not. I didn't see the like shadowy thing. I'm not at all concerned about that. I didn't notice that you guys had spotted it either. I was too transfixed by this figure in the mirror. I'm still not entirely convinced that you're real. So I'm just kind of like moving my hands to try to trick the mirror to see if it's some kind of weird illusion.
Okay. As you touch the mirror, can you roll a saving throw? Charisma saving throw, and I think you're close enough. Yeah, you are close enough to Solotl to get his boost.
What's the boost?
Plus 4? Yes, plus 4.
Right, well I got a 9, so plus 4.
Okay, so what happens? What happens is this tiefling appears next to you, Solotl, and Ashtar. You find yourself in a strange, dark place with a window in front of you, looking out onto your friends.
Oh my! I knew it! I knew it! It was a trap! Guys, run!
What have you done?
And Xeroto's gonna.
I probably should have mentioned that.
Xeroto's gonna attack. But I'm gonna try to grapple.
You like the tiefling? You're attacking Sula. Sorry, I can't read it.
Criella.
Criella. Oh, it's written down. Sorry, Criella.
There you go, and I've put it into the chat. Criella, you can allow Solotl to grab your wrist or whatever he's trying to do, but he's.
Whoa, guys, let's not get too.
I think I try and avoid him grabbing my wrist.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let's not go straight to grabby.
All right. So I assume Criella just dances out to the side, Solotl, but she's not looking aggressive at all.
Doesn't matter. She stole my friend. I'm gonna keep going at it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just kind of like
Keep dodging.
Yeah. Okay.
sort of touching things, and also in this dark space.
Yep.
Do I lose that sense of like malleability of the world? Like
yes.
softness?
Yeah. It feels like you're stuck somewhere
I'm kind of like in a void of
in a box.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Like a sensory deprivation sort of thing too, I imagine. Right. Okay. I'll just kind of look and just be like, I don't know if they could. I mean, I know that the tiefling could speak to us, so I imagine they can hear me. So I'm just telling them to run. Just go. Trap. Leave me behind. It's fine.
So Petrus, your true sight switches off.
What demonic trickery is this? You, return our friend or die.
I think I have a way to let them out.
Explain yourself.
Can I just have a look at that mirror? Can I, like, roll investigation or
Yeah,
whatever?
sure. Roll investigation. Ooh, okay.
I accidentally did it twice.
All right.
20.
Yeah. If you do have the advantage or the roll twice thing, we'll just take the first one.
Yeah.
As a convention, what we do is even if you accidentally roll the wrong roll, then it's whichever is the right roll that you roll first, rather than the first dice roll. Okay, so you roll a 20, and to you it looks like some sort of mirror or something that would suck you in, but there's probably got a finite amount of space within it, so it might, if it does it when it's full, then it'll spit something out. It might take a dispel magic or something along those lines that's powerful enough to try and do it, or you could try and get another sentient creature to swap spots with it to get Ashtar out.
I'm gonna cast Find Familiar
Okay.
as a let's see.
What normally shows up? What's your familiar buddy?
Probably a hawk.
Okay, let's have a look here.
Look it up there.
Okay, you summon your hawk, which is what you're used to summon. At least you haven't summoned them since you've been here, but you summon your hawk, and this slimy, tentacled, bug-eyed thing appears at your feet. It sprouts two sort of ragged bat wings and looks up at you expectantly.
What's that?
Well, it's meant to be a hawk, but not sure.
Well, that went wrong.
So I have like little things like dice and stuff like that in my pouch. Can I just try to throw something through this like mirror back out into the world and see what happens?
Yeah, you try and throw things out, and they sort of bang on it like glass.
Okay, like it just bounces back at me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lauren will look at Sir Petrus and Zilotl and go, well, I mean, I could try to dispel it. It might work. Maybe.
No, I say we put the demon back inside and we get Ashtar.
What
Wait.
if you trap me in here though?
Do I still have my like connection with the hawk?
Yeah.
Like, can I still control?
just
I'm
looks
gonna
like-
try and get it to fly into the mirror.
Okay. So you get this thing it sort of slimes and slops its way over to the floor and looks into the mirror and then looks back at you with these watery, sad eyes as it vanishes, and then Ashtar
Sorry.
appears.
A fair exchange.
There you go.
Oh. I've forgotten how much you guys smell. Oh, jeez.
Thank you. But
No,
now,
I'm kidding, guys. I'm
now
kidding.
now's
I'm
the
kidding.
time for the
Thank you.
compliments.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I was just joking.
What do
you
you-
guys are great thing.
Will your familiar die in there?
I didn't die in there.
Mm-hmm.
How long? Were
I
you
didn't die in there.
How long
Oh.
were you in there?
How long was I in there?
It's difficult to say. You didn't feel hungry
exists
and you
in
didn't
this
feel
place.
tired.
From what I can tell, not long,
Mm.
but
It's a strange place, though, right? Like you can't feel anything.
yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But like, familiars are fairly able to survive in strange and unique conditions sometimes. Can't you just like if it dies, just resummon it or something? I don't know how magic works. I use this and I
Yeah,
just
basically.
Eloran,
So, like-
your see invisibility switches off.
Yeah.
out of your control switches off, or just like runs
Xeroto
out.
will turn towards the beholder spirits and mutter,
Can you stop that? It's rather annoying.
It looks at you and says, "What?" And your see invisibility switches off as well.
yeah, I know.
Oh.
The
Wait,
thing
what?
you're doing
What?
with the eye.
Hey?
What's it doing? I look right at it. I'm like, what?
Priorities first. Why am I the only one freaked out about a demon who suddenly appeared in front of us?
Well, I've met a tiefling before, so
What?
a tiefling, the progeny of a
Demon spawn.
Oh God. You've all used to tieflings as much as ASMR, and may have known good ones as well as bad.
I mean, I figured most people, yeah, but Xerato is a lizard from a swamp. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
playing it out a little bit.
Okay.
To meet you all, I'd stick out my hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Lauren will shake it. I'm a Lauren, the most magnificent bard. Oh, I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Nice to
That's
meet
a
you
really
too.
confident performer right there.
Yeah,
I-
well, this thing is behind me. It's kind of putting me off my game
just
a
gonna-
little bit.
With Criella, I'm just gonna kind of poke a little because I'm still not 100% sure it's not like a hallucination or an illusion.
Mm.
I'm like, you're real, right? Is it rude to touch horns? 'Cause
As she goes to poke me, I'm gonna attempt to grab her wrist to.
Oh.
Is this like a predator Dutch handshake or?
Then if she's going to grab my wrist, then I would be like looking to basically grapple her to the floor quickly and pin her. What are you
Oh
doing?
God.
Don't
Yeah.
touch me!
Let's go.
Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me?
Why are you touching me?
You're not even real!
If I wasn't real, would I be able to grab your wrist?
I don't know, did you actually grab the wrist, I guess? Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to play out PvP.
No, I'm not saying we do any rolling or anything. It's just fun.
Ashtar, you hear a wet slop behind you,
Okay. I look behind me.
and there's
What-
this sort of like flying, multi-eyed, tentacled thing, and Zecox is investigating this mirror.
What are you doing?
I just looked at it.
Yeah, you do that, but what are you doing?
I guess whatever power it's had has been stopped, and this goopy thing slipped out. Like when you try to crush a goldfish in your fist.
Ew. You do that? You don't even have a fist.
I dare to
That's
dare to dream.
Got weird dreams.
Kind of disturbing. Nice place and all, but what are we doing?
Criella, this thing slops over to you and looks up at you, and then it sort of opens what you think is a mouth, a sort of like a aperture orifice type thing, and it goes. "Rah, rah, rah."
My hand down for it to climb on.
Okay, and it sounds exactly like your crow. Maybe it might have been a crow at some stage, but it climbs up onto your shoulder.
Did you see a young girl pass through here, by any chance?
Are you looking for a young girl too?
Oh, is that what brought you here?
Yes.
Oh,
Who was the letter from?
oh, you got a
What
letter.
was this-
We got a letter.
I got.
Well, I
Yes,
didn't,
and
but collectively we got a letter.
Mm.
did it look something like this? And I pull out the letter.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yes.
Is the skeleton here when you got here?
Was it?
Yeah, so the skeleton is the body of the murderer that you were on the trail of at some point.
Yes. I just kind of kick it a bit. just nudge it with my foot.
Were
Ugh.
you the one responsible for the death of this? Look, time works differently here. I know it looks like it died a long time ago, but I don't know how long you're in that mirror for.
And
I did-
everybody loves a story.
Criella, you came into this area hot on the tail of this character, and they seemed to be sort of staggering around, confused, almost not knowing who they were. You yelled out to them. They raced over to this sort of god statue thing, getting away from you. But it looked like they were freaked out, looking left and right, looking around, saying, "Where is it? Where is it?" And eventually, the criminal that you were chasing sort of turned to face you, dagger in hand, and said, even though you were the threat, you're the one that had been chasing the murderer, sort of paused, and their eyes were going left and right, and finally was sort of almost looking over its shoulder, slowly sort of casting its gaze, and said, "I know I shouldn't look," and then quickly spun around to look at some greater threat behind it, and then just dropped to the ground.
He appeared to be looking for something or someone, and then presumably he found what he was looking for and then just dropped dead.
Is this the work of the silhouette?
Possibly?
Yeah, Criella, you would have haven't had any mention of the silhouette, I guess.
Not sure quite what that is, but maybe.
Lauren, do any of your stories and songs talk of the silhouette?
DM?
You could go do a history for me, Lauren.
History?
Okay. Piecing together from what Zecox had told you and what Criella experienced, it sort of ties into the same thing that Sir Petrus can remember from the religious teachings, that very powerful individuals might leave a vestige behind, similar to a ghost or a banshee or other ethereal undead, and many of them, given enough, if there's some sort of aberration or people use that as if it's a negative thing, but like a cosmic unknowable, for people to be exposed to that, it might be enough to kill you. Not necessarily with fright, but I guess that's the easy go-to explanation in mortal terms of how people get damaged.
I mean, people lose grip on reality or sanity because of traumatic events. I don't know that I mean, there's always fairy tales about, he saw a bear so big that he just, keeled over dead. But, I haven't seen anything quite like that in real, outside of a story or at least a legend.
I see, thank you.
Criella, what's your passive investigation?
20.
Ooh, okay. You notice that one of these statues looks more like a sarcophagus, like it's got a lid.
I wonder who's that for? And I point at it.
Could you ping which one is it?
This one here.
Okay. I'll walk up to it a little bit, but I'll try to be within 30 feet of Criella as well, and I'll use my last Divine Sense.
Okay.
That's feet undead celestial only.
All right. It's not showing as any different, hallowed or unhallowed or anything than the rest of the room. So not specifically.
Oh, it's 60 before.
Yeah. Can you post that into the chat for me?
Yeah, so it's not the spell, it's the ability, and that's just celestial feel, fiend and undead.
Ah, yes. Okay. No,
And,
so you don't.
If something is affected by hallowed spell,
Okay.
and that's it.
Yep. So you can tell that this is as hallowed as the rest of the ground, but otherwise nothing.
Okay, and nothing from Syria, I guess. Criella, sorry if I mispronounced it.
Yeah.
So he's gonna relax a little bit in her presence, and
I don't sense anything. Should I check it out?
Just before you do, Solotl, it's not that I doubt your capability or anything, but I'm just a little nervous. I might just a quick detect magic.
Okay. You do detect magic. Now, will that go through things, looking at inside the sarcophagus, or would it just be outside?
it depends on the thickness of the thing, I think.
Yeah, have a.
Like,
might need to paste.
material.
Might need to paste it up
Yeah.
to me.
The spell can penetrate most barriers, but sorry, paste it for you.
Here we go. Okay, so you can sense powerful magic within.
Yeah, there's something quite powerfully magic.
Do you get the
Lenient.
nature of it?
It's faint aura around any visible creature that bears magic. You can learn the school of magic.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Necromantic.
Ooh.
No.
Just what you need.
But
bit-
it has a very distinct flavor of death inside. But that's normal for a sarcophagus, right?
No, I don't think death magic is normal. I think death is normal. I think
it's
death
not the
magic
start-
being around a sarcophagus is exactly what you don't.
Yeah. You're not sensing like undead. You're sensing a spell or some sort of spell force that is necromantic, from the school of necromancy.
Maybe we shouldn't open that.
That is a very smart idea.
Lauren, is it trapped?
Can I see if
Lauren,
the sarcophagus?
Yeah, you need to go up close and investigate it, but you can do that with investigation is effectively find traps. Okay, you don't find any traps on it. It does look like it might have been attempted to have been opened in the past, but it's probably pretty heavy. Looks like it's made of stone.
Right. So there are signs of somebody trying to get in, but it looks heavy. Maybe somebody else with a better might. Yeah. The extent of my knowledge is kind of, it's shut. There's cracks, but that's about it.
Well, Solotl, would you like to open it? I will assist.
Very well.
Okay.
But first, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, just in case.
Okay. So Solotl and Sir Petrus, what are your two combined strengths?
So I got +3. That's 16.
would also help.
If that's what
They
you're
need
asking.
it.
Yeah, okay.
I am 17 strength, with which is
17.
+3.
Okay. And Ashtar, you're going to come and hoik as well?
Yeah, I'll help.
With the three of you, you feel like it's close to moving. Petrus, you've got a 17. What's
16.
16?
Also plus.
20, 30. And what's yours, Ashtar?
My strength?
Yeah,
My strength is 20.
20. Okay. So the both of you are, yeah, and then Ashtar comes in, steps between you, and between the three of you, and the lid scrapes to one side, and then doof, and there is a open space within, no creature or anything like that, but you can see a wrapped piece of fine leather.
Do we want to dispel any kind of? I mean, I can do that.
Your detect magic's probably still going at this point, and it's now
Yeah.
radiating very strong magic.
Very
The
strong magic.
The question is,
Maybe,
does it tell you if it's a magical item or if it has a spell cast upon it?
No, it's just a magical. It's
Aura,
not.
okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Just all step back and I'll pick it up.
Okay,
You guys step back.
you pick it up.
Yeah. That's why. Well, no, I wait for them to step back. If they don't.
Oh, sure.
The Xeroto's gonna stay within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
It's definitely not.
I would recommend against that, Ashtar. Such things often cloud the mind of powerful warriors, where a humble priest might fare better.
No. I know that that's a dig at my intelligence.
What are you trying to say?
It's alright. I navigate better because I'm my poor intelligence.
Yeah, you're the navigator.
I will hesitate then.
Okay.
At that and go. Actually,
No,
I have
Ashtar.
experienced this.
Believe in
You know,
yourself. Trust your
I know-
instincts.
No, look, I know my limitations, and he's right. It
Okay.
has happened before where I lost my mind, and it was very unpleasant, and I don't want that to happen again. So I will sort of.
Okay. So you go to reach out,
That's enough.
take your hand back. Sir Petrus.
And Sir Petrus immediately leans forward and scoops up the item.
Okay. Lean forward and scoop it up.
Trust him. He's gonna destroy it, guys.
You unwrap it, and it's a dagger.
Holding it with the leather, I'll examine it closely for any runes or other symbols.
It looks unremarkable, although it's got a gem in the pommel, which you'd recognise as being called Cat's Eye.
And is there something within the gem?
It's the gem itself is called that because it has that sort of look, that greenish look with a black stripe through it. Looking
Okay,
very
but I
much,
can't.
very much.
I
like
can't
a
see
Cat's Eye.
anything further. Nothing unexpected within the gem.
No.
Well, as our closest to a wizard, Eloran, what do you make of this?
Excuse me, I
Oh,
may
yes?
be of assistance, and
Indeed.
I walk up.
Okay. Criella strolls into the wizard slot. What do you want to say, Criella?
I mean, it appears magical.
We have established that, tiefling.
I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Okay. All right. You cast it. You see Criella sort of with a focus. What are you using? Do you use a wand or what do you use to cast your spells with?
Old, like tattered book
Okay.
with strange runes on the front.
Okay. So she gets out a book, flips through the pages, and then conjures and gesticulates and says some magic words. And
Touches it?
Yeah,
oh
touches
yeah,
it.
yeah, you need to do
That's
that.
the scary part.
And then does a bit of cut and thrust, and says, "Oh, this is quite a powerful dagger." Or you can say what you want. I'll just describe it for you. It's It's got a name that is shown from the identify, otherwise invisible. The cat's eye shard. I'll put that into the chat for you. It's fairly simple, but effective +2 dagger. Although it does require attunement. And on a critical hit, a creature needs to save versus Constitution or be slain instantly, as per a power word kill.
It appears to just be a very powerful dagger. No negative effects of it.
No. The necromantic thing is the ability to kill a creature on a strike, so long as they have less than 100 hit points. I've pasted the description into the chat.
Yeah.
Being a necromantic energy, it doesn't work on. Well, the dagger can work as a normal +2 dagger on anything, but the ability to slay doesn't work on constructs or undead. It uses a charge to do that, and once those charges are gone, it
Becomes
loses
a dagger.
Oh yeah, or it becomes a +2 dagger. But yeah. It's fully charged though.
It appears to be just a dagger, and Criella casually just takes it out of. I'm assuming Ashtar's still holding it.
Oh, you'd be holding it to cast the identify, but
I
wasn't holding it because of I was warned.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to lose my mind again.
Yeah.
Criella just kind of flourishes it.
I don't know if anyone else uses daggers or whatnot, or.
I might take this one, and she just, I guess, pockets it.
Beware, Tiefling. If you take that, you will be expected to use it.
Yes. I'm okay with that.
With ownership, maybe Riddle will want to contest that when she gets here.
Yeah, I think Riddle's got a +2 flame tongue, so I wouldn't expect so.
Then no problem.
I mean, I don't care.
It's too up and close and personal for me, so
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Aloran's a distance fighter.
Or distance.
Arm's length.
I mean, sorry.
Go.
I'm sorry, but did you tell us what the dagger does? Or no?
No.
Then yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, the dagger's a little bit small for my taste. Don't mind.
Yeah, you can see Criella. Ashtar's got a enormous greatsword, two-handed sword.
And see.
Well, this is all very good. However, our purpose is not to find baubles. Where is the girl?
It's on the
Precisely.
bauble.
Is there anything around that has any indication of someone passing through? Other than
No, you've done the investigation and you've found the two sets of footprints, but you're pretty sure that if she came in here, she either just didn't leave a trace or didn't come into this area and continued further up the stairs to a different door.
But those footprints are bigger than like a small girl.
Yes, yeah, they match Criella and the dead bodies.
Are they Criellas?
Yeah.
I have a question. Wasn't Zecox guiding us to the place where the girl visited?
Yes, but he doesn't. He's sort of got like going down a passage, opening each door to see which one she's in.
Okay.
Criella, did you have any leads that you were, before you got stuck?
For killing this guy and falling in a mirror.
Unfortunate, by the way.
I'm guessing I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I think I gave you in your chat any extra information you might have gleaned in your investigations.
Nothing of too much use in our current situation.
Well, since we don't have much to go on, there's one thing I can suggest. I might have an ability to remotely perceive her location.
Wait, you've had this all along?
Now, it's kind of weird. You know when we killed the Planetar and I nibbled on its wings?
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
it awakened something inside me.
Right, so it's kind of like that thing that eats the thing and then absorbs its powers, except to a smaller
Possibly.
degree. I don't know if I trust you. I look at him like with this like, wait a minute.
That's the closest I can explain it.
'Cause I
Gaining a
don't
spell on
understand-
level up.
I don't have the intelligence to understand like how things work, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just like, look, the way I level up is I train and it's like I learn a new technique that is like bashing stuff, you know? I don't know about this like
I think
sudden
it's
awakening of magical abilities.
with Xeroto trying to eat everything we kill. I think I'll stick with this interpretation.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
But Ashtar is a little bit like looking at your side eye, you know?
So yeah, basically I've got scrying. If you wanna try it, or we can just keep going if you guys prefer.
We're in a fairly safe place here. As long as our the Cox friend over here doesn't negate your abilities and doesn't look at you.
Oh, yeah, with a reminder, he'll keep back a little bit if you want to.
Yeah. How about you,
And we
Katie?
do have an option to escape to my home if we don't want to expose ourselves to.
Yeah, with scrying I think I need to be in.
You need to be in the room?
No, I
Does it
don't
work
think if I need to be on the same
across planes,
plane.
Plane.
I'm gonna double check that.
That's what I was thinking. You might not work if we're in multiple different planes.
Planes.
Yeah, not gonna work. It has to be same plane of existence.
Okay.
But I mean, it would let
I'm
you
not
know
really sure
whether
where
she's
we
been the
are
one
right
that we're-
now, so that'll
But
be a
we
waste of
have-
a potential.
We
Sure.
have eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, no, that's a good idea, Sidon. I'm not thinking about pies at all.
What?
Oh no, I hear boss music.
So did you want to?
It must be time to leave.
Yeah, Solotl, was it your? You gonna try and open doors again?
Sure, unless anyone else wants to
You
try.
want
I don't want to hog the
me to
spotlight.
take the lead this time, or do you want to go again?
Oh,
I'll take the lead this time,
Ashtar,
then.
it's all yours.
So the roll is, sorry, I've forgotten already.
You're rolling a charisma.
That's right,
check.
it's charisma, and it has to beat your intelligence.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
15.
15 over 10.
Yes. Okay. Yep. So you've passed once, and the door starts to open.
Yeah. Nope,
Try again.
hold on. Okay.
Stretch.
Ooh.
Oh, 7. And it's and you start
Wait, do
to
I still get-
sweat. No, it's you don't get paladin's bonuses for this
Yeah,
one.
no, I realised, yeah. I just-
Speaking of bonuses, but so there's more checks, or does it just fail?
Oh, you get it. You only.
Okay.
It depends on the majority. You can have another check.
Okay, then sort of we'll look at Ashton,
Remember, don't think. Use your instincts.
and I'll give you guidance
Okay.
Don't think, just
if that
feel.
applies. So that's a 1d4.
Yep. If that applies to an ability check, then yes.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. So the 13, the second roll passes, and you all find yourselves back on the stairway. However, it was an exhausting trip, and everyone gains 1 level of exhaustion.
Ooh. Okay.
And what can we use for that? Let's all agree on a symbol for it. Maybe the sleep one. Oops. So exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks.
If you put it into roll to D&D Beyond, it'll come up automatically with those for you.
Yeah, it'll come up. It'll be in, but it won't be on the token. I just want to have it on the token as a reminder.
Right. Yeah. fair enough.
Would it put exhaustion on D&D? Beyond?
D&D Beyond. Next to where your armor class, it's got defenses and conditions. If you just click on
Oh,
condition,
okay.
and scroll down,
Yeah, I see it.
you
Thanks.
can add different levels.
Ooh, and the Eye of Broken is right on you straight away this turn.
No.
Oh,
Don't look.
It's quick. Let's move.
It's gonna kill us. Yeah, we gotta move quickly. Can't the beholder like? Oh no, that's like magical stuff.
yeah, but he can't choose. It'll be entire area, including us.
Ashtar.
Okay, there are like 3 sets of us.
Oh yeah, I'm using the bottom one.
Bottom one. Okay.
Okay.
That's got the exhausted versions of yourselves on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did that a bit random, but can I get everyone to roll initiative?
Yay. So what did exhaustion do for rolls? I don't remember.
Just ability checks. That's it at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah, so initiative is an ability check, right?
Yes. Yep.
So that's disadvantage?
Disadvantage on the ability check. That's right.
Okay. But everyone within my aura gets +5, I think. To initiative.
And that would be Aloran and Ashtar. Okay, you see this smoky haze arising from below. It's flying. It's in the middle of the pillar.
Nice.
What I'll probably do is I'm just going to highlight and get rid of everyone that's in there now.
Sorry, am I in or out of Zelottl's aura?
I mean, we traveled
would've said-
together, right? So we're like in a huddle, holding hands.
Yeah, we were all hugging, right?
Well, no. Were you all standing around waiting for Zelotl to do his bit?
I would say no, looking at the map.
But otherwise, people will be falling down things. I've just put you in a big line. Because you're in a corridor.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you are. Look on the middle here. So
Middle.
Oh yeah.
I'll get rid of this one. So is everyone good for initiative?
I think
1,
I was.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool.
The names disappeared on,
Yes, I see no names.
and now it's completely gone.
Yeah.
You might need to either just refresh or restore,
Okay.
because I can see them. They've all come through fine. Just refresh your roll 20.
I see only one for Labrochorum.
I also only see one.
Okay, well it's Sir Petrus, Ashtar, and Zelotl. Then the Iobracorum, and then Aloran. Am I missing someone? Where are you? Criella.
I think I should be at the bottom because I had 9 initiative.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled twice.
Where are you?
Disadvantage,
Where are
right?
you?
Oh, 9.
Oh, I
That's
see.
what I'm saying. Was it disadvantage or was it not?
Disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think what it's
And-
happened is it's put in whatever is the first roll, probably.
Oh, the 9 was the first roll.
Oh, was it? Okay. It had 19 in there for some reason. Okay, so Sir Petrus, you go. Criella, we need you in there. So click on your token.
Yeah.
Click on your token so that it's highlighted on roll 20, and then roll initiative
Oh, there.
in D&D Beyond, and that should then put you in based on. Yeah, there you are. Holy moly! Oh, you got
There we go.
27, but you need to roll twice. It's a disadvantage. Try again.
Okay.
16, still pretty good.
16.
Okay, so I'm just going to slide you in. So you're going to go after Ashtar. I'll just do a quick audit there. So Solotl should be on 9. Eloran, where are you? 11.
11.
Yeah. So what's happened is, for some reason, it's God knows what. Ashtar, you should be on 10. I'm just manually changing them. Petrus, 20.
Yes, 20.
Or is that a
did
1?
Did I get the plus whatever from?
No, I roll with advantage normally,
Oh, awesome.
but because of the disadvantage, I just take the first roll.
Wow. Okay, good one. And Criella, I can see you there with a 20. Looks like
That was my original one, but I hadn't had my character selected.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So I think we're good now. So Sir Petrus, you're off with a 20. What do you want to do?
How far away is the next landing, the next door?
You would anticipate, if it's similar to the others, probably a round or two of running up the stairs.
Well, I will shout out that we should flee, head to the next landing.
Okay.
Follow me. And I think I'm just looking through my spells. I'm caught a little bit flat-footed. I think I will call Spirit Guardians up. Yes, I'll cast Spirit Guardians. And otherwise I'll use my movement to ascend the staircase.
Okay. So you can see it's about 65 feet or so to get, a full half circle. So if you dash. So how far are you going to move? 30?
Yes, my maximum.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you want me to move you just to around there, sort of halfway up?
Thank you. Yep.
Okay. And that means Ashtar with Criella coming up next.
Yes, I am feeling like this is something I cannot. I'm a close range fighter. I will run as far as I can toward the next landing, including a dash, so as my action.
Okay, so you dash past and get to about there.
Start pushing, trying to soften up the thing for everyone.
Oh yeah, okay. You're the first one there. That's a navigator. Criella, what do you want to do?
I'm going to. It's clearly hostile against us, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to. I guess cast Firebolt against it.
Okay. You shoot your fire down into the darkness, into the mist. Hit with a 25. You've got dark vision, so you can see through the darkness that it exudes. Damage. 30 damage. Oh.
30. And then I'm going to run up the stairs as well. And I can cast Dash as a bonus action, so...
Okay.
I'll...
Can you see the health bar?
do that.
I've deducted the 30 off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm up next, Ashtar.
Yeah, you'll be on the landing. Okay. The Ayabracorum. Now I'm going to move Riddle as well. comes up, and let's see. Even, it'll go for Aloran. Even Aloran. Aloran, what's your armor class?
16.
Okay.
Oh, depends. Is the beholder looking at me?
Yes, it is.
Then it's 12.
Okay. All right. So this creature comes at you. Can you see in the dark?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So while it's exuding shadow, you can see the 2 pinpoints of red light for its eyes as it looks at you, and you need to do a charisma saving throw. No Solotl at this point. Sorry.
Question: the darkness.
Yep.
Is it like complete darkness, or like the magical one, like the darkness spell?
It's like the darkness spell. Sorry, and let me just check. No, it's just like darkness, not the darkness spell. So dark vision can see through it.
Okay. Because last time when we encountered the guy like daylight, and he didn't do anything for that darkness, so there's nothing that can affect it, right?
No, well, there's a difference. Magical light can't penetrate it.
Magical light can penetrate it.
Can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've got a light spell going, it won't go through. But regular dark vision. Oh, Aloran, 20. You saved. Okay, so you save as it tries to soul steal with its gaze. However, it then descends upon you and bites, hitting armor class 28 and doing 36 damage.
Ouch.
Slashing with its claws, doing another 19.
And 19.
And Aloran, it's your turn.
Awesome. Ouch. Because
Yes.
that didn't hurt at all. I can't click on my token to reduce my health.
40, 55? Minus 55.
Yeah. I know what the... Oh, thank you.
I was just doing the math and doing it for you.
Yeah. No, appreciate that. All
Okay.
good.
What's your action?
He's gonna whimper a little bit.
Fair.
And then throwing a really frustrated look at the bowl holder behind me, I'm going to try and run the fuck away.
Okay. Taking a free strike?
Yeah.
Do a dash?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to switch to the... okay, it tries to attack. Let's see, with its bite again. Hitting armor class 21 and doing another 20 damage.
Alright. Can you... Thank you.
Oh, no. Okay. Let's see.
I move?
Just one sec.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm not going to retcon the past 2 hits, but each of its hits is stronger, more powerful, and while it was slender before, it's now a bit more buff and does an extra 13 damage. But that's you taking a free strike and you dash past it. 10, 20, 30 feet, and then dash 10, 20,
35.
30. That 5 takes you up between safely Ashtar and Criella. Solotl.
Well, I can't see it, so I can't do much. I think that's everyone, except for the Ghost Beholder, which I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna move up, but not past the Petrus, and I'll just usher everyone to go, and just stand there,
Okay.
a sentinel. And maybe I can prepare an action to attack if it gets within striking range.
Okay. All right, Petrus.
Take myself off mute.
Ah,
I will move further along the stair.
10, 20, 30. That gets you up to the landing.
Excellent. And I will remain there whilst ready. I'm just checking the spell description for Spirit Guardians. It is concentration. So I will, I think, whereabouts is Eloran?
Lauren's
I'm in
right
the
next to
middle.
me.
right next to you.
Good. So I will use a spell to heal those wounds.
Okay.
I will use my... I'm just looking for an appropriate slot. We'll go with a Cure Wounds.
Okay. Cast at what level? Ooh,
Good
boomstick.
question. 4th level.
All right. So, Aloran, I'll add the 43. So you get a huge boost of
Boost.
healing. Yep. And you're at least above half now from the healing touch from Sir Petrus.
Thank you, Petrus.
The beholder drifts across the gap and straight up the tunnel towards you. Ashtar.
Okay. Can I? Well, I'll just make sure I'm definitely out of the way up here. To the other side.
Ah, yeah.
There's room.
You push.
and the others to
Yep.
make sure that I'm not in the way. But is it possible that I can, like, do the pushing through to open the door, but hold the very last push? So
Yep.
in this case, like the last roll that's required until Zalotl is in range, and I know that he can come with us.
Yeah, sure. So you push the way through. You can feel it opening. You're about to slip on through, and you're just holding that until trying to, like at the top of a water slide. It's trying to pull you through, but you're just hanging onto the lip.
Yeah, just
metaphysically.
As soon as I know he's there, then we go.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, the Eye of Bracorum is going to come to you, Zalotl, and try to look at you. And
So first I'm going to use my reaction to that attack.
oh, yes. Okay.
So attacks don't get disadvantage because of exhaustion, I guess.
No, but you are in darkness, so it'll be disadvantage if you can't see
yeah,
it.
anyway. Yeah, makes sense. Roll. Oh. Nah. Oh, didn't appear. I rolled a 2.
Okay, no, that misses. Can you roll a charisma saving throw? It should be in your wheelhouse. Okay.
No, sorry, that was ability check. My mistake. It's saving
Okay.
throw, right?
Yep, saving throw. Okay, no problem. 24.
Okay.
You're strength enough of will to stop it from stealing your gaze. It does try to claw you, however.
You have a plus 14.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Oh,
I love
it. Yeah. No, I used my reaction. Never mind.
Okay, and it does. Well, what's your arm class? 22.
24.
Okay,
24.
so it misses with the claws, scrabbling against your shield. Tries to clamp down a bite and misses that as well. And exhausted itself trying to get to you and failing. Criella, what do you want to do? You're up there on the landing.
I think I'm just gonna firebolt it again.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, also something I forgot to mention was I have a feat that means that when I cast a fire spell, I have light around me, and anything that hits me takes a d4 of damage.
Oh, okay.
So, which I can post in the thing. And damage.
Nice.
Okay, so you do 19 damage to it. You can tell now you've hit it a couple of times that it looks like it's resistant to fire. It's still taking a fair bit, obviously, because you're doing massive fire bolts, powerful ones.
Okay.
Firebolt's gone off. Eloran?
I would like to. I'm gonna turn to Saint Petrus and say thank you very much. But how is the Beholder standing in your spirit guardians and its? Anyway, I'm probably thinking too much. Can we go now? Or and I'm going to pull out my lute and play a very quick inspirational tune and send bardic inspiration to Solotl.
Okay.
Thank you.
Solotl, you're feeling very inspired. Someone is singing your song.
Hmm.
And it's your turn.
Oh, my turn again. Okay,
Yeah.
that was fast. I'm gonna bonus action cast. What is it called? Thunder Smite.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start swinging at the thing.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I don't know why when I roll with disadvantage it doesn't show, so I'm gonna just roll it twice.
15 is a miss, unfortunately.
Yes. Okay. Second attack.
Yep. 25 and
Come on.
23. All right. Okay, you hit with the second attack. It
Yeah,
has to do a
so-
save.
Yeah. So save is for being pushed, but first I'm gonna also burn a 4th level.
Oh,
Puzzled
right. Yes.
Rebuke.
Divine
Fine.
Smite.
Let's find this. I have it 4th level. There we go. That's 5d8 for the smite.
Okay.
For the thunderous smite, that's 2d6, and for the weapon, that's just 1d6. Okay.
Okay, and then it saves. It might save. What's it saving? Strength. Okay.
Yeah. My DC is
Okay.
Yeah.
It fails. How far back is it going to go?
I think it's 15 feet.
1,
Double
2,
check.
3.
No, sorry, 10 feet.
10 feet.
10 feet away.
Still.
Yeah, and is knocked prone.
Okay. So 10 feet away is enough to kick it away from you far enough that you can now see.
Mm-hmm. So it's knocked prone. I mean, I didn't see anything, but an indication that it took some extra damage from radiant, maybe?
Not extra, but it's not resistant.
Not resistant. Okay. And I'll move up to the Alarian.
Okay, and as soon as you get within pretty close to the main group and join the scrum, Ashtar lets go of her metaphysical water slide, and you all go.
Whoosh. Neat.
Nice.
And we move out of initiative.
Big sigh of relief.
You find yourselves in what looks like some sort of treasure chamber.
Weird. Wow.
There's gold everywhere, all over the floor. And
Any
well,
people?
no creatures. But it looks like, ignore the chests that you see around the room. What those are instead is like mini plinths or like a dais, at a museum, where greatest treasures might be displayed in a treasure room.
Interesting. Okay.
Does it have the appearance of already being looted?
No, it doesn't.
And the dead guy in the bottom?
Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Ignore the dead guy at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the main area of this chamber, the sort of octagonal shape, is what we're looking at.
Got it. Okay.
The
So
walls
this-
of the
but I-
corridor are filled with alcoves. Many of the metal plates that might have secured holding boxes have eroded away or rusted away. There's a bit of a drizzle from above, somewhere in the above. The Elysian rain is coming through, but some of the objects sort of covered in a green mould or slime of some sort, or grime, still glitter with gold or silver or whatnot.
And is there any trace of like recent passage, someone walking through here, that we can get any indicator that someone's been here?
Looks like there's a bit of a scattering or of the grime that's on the treasure.
Yeah.
And looking at
so
it, it looks like there are footprints as if someone has walked across this area. It would be very, hard to cover your tracks walking across a, algae-covered treasure pile.
Yeah.
But you need to do a survival roll to try and interpret what those are. I don't know who's got that in their list of special
that.
skills.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashtar.
I'm particularly looking for like smaller footprints or something,
Yep.
but in general, just to...
Can I help with that? Since I
Yeah,
have
you can. Okay, you can get some assistance, and we'll go with advantage for this, assuming that
advantage?
ability
I
check,
just-
so it cancels out the exhaustion disadvantage.
yes.
Right. Oh well, in that case, it's 24.
Okay. Ah, yeah, straight roll. Just switching. Oh, okay, nice one. Okay, so again, you get out your little droopy pipe.
I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I'm not.
And so, I can see someone was here, maybe less than a week ago. However, as they were inspecting these treasures, they were set upon from behind, looking at the tracks, by two sets of humanoid footprints. Looks like there might have been a bit of a struggle.
And was there an indication of size of this first?
Like human-sized, human elf dwarf. I'm using that sort of.
But not necessarily small girl.
No. No. The first set are a bit smaller.
Okay.
Yep.
Potentially. I mean, we don't know the size of the girl. but
Potentially, yeah.
A bit.
Yeah.
Potential.
Yep,
Okay,
definitely. The footprints or the marks of the foot shape in the treasure pile is definitely a smaller foot. However, after that struggle, all three sets of footprints just vanish.
Can I take a small piece of whatever is where at the place where they
Vanished?
maybe disappeared or vanished?
Yeah.
Just almost like a touching stone.
Touchstone. Okay. Yep. You've got a gold that's got some of the grime rubbed off it by someone's foot.
Yeah.
At the point where there was some sort of struggle.
Just hoping to use that as maybe a focus for my own direction when I'm trying to push through. I'm hoping that maybe this can... Yeah. And I will also turn to, having had Zolotl mention that he might be able to sense the girl, I'll say, do you, and knowing that he also is good at pushing through these barriers.
Yep.
I'll say, do you think we can maybe get a feel for where they've gone from this? And I'll explain, obviously, that what I noticed with the struggle and everything.
Mm.
And so he thinks, because obviously that is far closer to his department than mine.
Okay. I'm gonna spare myself from the external voice for now.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
say, so for scrying, you get bonuses for being familiar with the target, right? So I haven't met her, but we have her picture and her locket, right?
Yeah, you can say, because you've got an. It's not well known, but
Yeah. So if my calculation is correct, she would get -1 to the saving throw to
Mhm.
save
Maybe not
against
like
my scrying.
Not like a sniffer dog where, having scent helps. Not that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it does. But we have a better picture.
That, you're-
Yeah, and her possession. That's different.
That's okay. So-
If you have like piece of her, I mean, some of her blood or hair, that's even better.
But
Yeah.
okay, so Ashtar will still keep that thing that she picked up, and as her own, just even if it's just like her own personal kind of, she believes it helps her push through, and because this place works through allowing yourself to believe the unbelievable, it might like help her, at least in her mind, push through. Cool.
Okay. Oh, so you're trying to open a gateway at this point?
Oh no, that was for when we are ready.
When you choose to.
go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. She's just keeping it, basically like putting it in her little pocket or something, ready to touch and use as a focus for her own attention.
Okay. Zecox is going around and making a huge fuss of cleaning up. Said, "Oh, I haven't been here in a long time," and starts to use an eye, and you can see the grime is just being disintegrated.
Actually, that's a good question. How long has it been since our planet of light?
You haven't had a long rest yet.
Yeah, I mean, would our seeing visibility and true sight still be up? I mean, Alarin has it up because he got it very recently, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that last for 10 minutes, no. The ones that last for an hour, yes.
Okay,
Great.
so we should have it. Xeros would like to see if the Gaunt silhouette is still following us.
It is in the same sort of situation, just watching you.
And Sir Petrus will carefully inspect the entirety of this chamber, looking for things hidden
Okay.
to orbit through sight.
Sure. It looks. It's around the room and high above you. A circle has been etched deep into the floor. Let's see. And there's a mural engraved in, and it looks like it's an image of a ghostly spider chasing down a woman who seems terrified. And each panel of this sort of 8-sided chamber, I think it's 8-sided chamber, the spider gets closer to the woman as she gets more and more terrified of the creature. The creature's enormous compared to the size of her. And in the last image, the woman turns into the spider. They become
Which is the last image?
Directly north of you.
Okay. And either the spider or the woman known to Sir Petrus?
The woman looks like it could be, or could be any sort of young human woman, being just an etching, engraving into the wall. It's
Okay.
not something you could recognise. The spider, by its shape and size, very much resembles Groblets, who you fought in
Yes.
the prison.
Hmm.
And all of that's visible to Sir Petrus.
No, that's visible to anyone going up and investigating the walls
Oh,
closely.
okay.
Sir Petrus, also having a snoop about, you see there's lots of relics of some form or other, but your true sight shows a few things that are quite powerfully magical.
I will call out a warning saying that there are magical things here. Be careful what you touch.
Okay. One of them is a small topaz statue of a woman in prayer. And
where is this statue located?
We're going in a sort of circular around here, so probably in the northwest.
Just cast upon the floor? Is it upright?
No, it's on a little dais, so it's one of the more special things. And when you go and investigate this or have a good look at it, it looks like there's as part of the statue of the woman in prayer, there's a hand on the shoulder of the woman praying, as if there might have been a second statuette once attached to this but broken off.
Also made of topaz.
Yeah, and it radiates enchantment.
Wizard, there is enchantment here.
Yes?
Where are you, Petrus? I'll put you over in that area.
Yep.
Is there anything like writing in Celestial or something that I might be able to read as well?
No, but something does strike your attention. It looks like some sort of apparatus.
Okay.
Over here. It's a large plinth, but it looks almost like it could be a workbench.
We'll after, like, obviously you guys do what you're doing, but I will have a look at that.
Okay.
I was curious.
Okay. Criella, do you want to investigate this statue?
Yes.
Okay. You hold it, examine it. It does appear magical, and after 10 minutes, and suddenly you feel calmer just by holding this statue.
Quite pleasant.
While we're here looking at stuff, could we just take a small rest, please?
A short rest? Like an hour type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, you guys can all be resting in any case, and if it gets to that point, because if there's like a multiple identifiers, each one takes 10 minutes, so an hour.
And Lauren can also ritual cast identify if needed.
Okay.
I hate to use the riddle when her player is not here, but I guess Seroto will like nudge Riddle to speak to the beholder on his behalf. Ask a few questions like, is it the place where he met the girl, or was she here?
To ask who? The beholder?
Yeah, Zigox.
We'll assume Riddle's not there, but if you ask the question, he says he recalls that this might be where this wasn't the room where they met, but it looks like her footprints. She was quite slight.
You are familiar with this place, right?
Sorry?
Are you familiar with this place? You're its custodian.
Yes, I've been here before, but
Is there anything particular missing?
casts his eye around and says no, that it seems intact.
Would you mind if something went missing?
So long as you don't make a mess.
Noted.
It might be good to see the relics of the old gods be used again.
So, with that last thing, I will try to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. All right. You find so the small topaz statuette of the woman in prayer. while you're holding it, you're immune to fear. Criella, something, as you walk over to Sir Petrus to do this, something attracts your eye. Looks like there's, down in this section here to the west, there's a staff, and it's made of a spine.
And walk over to the staff
Okay.
after.
Go in and have an
That's
investigate. And if anyone wants to go and have a look at other things,
Yeah, so
we'll
with
come
detect
back to
magic,
it.
that's in the area, any and all magical objects.
Yeah.
Right. So you could just ping everything and what score of magic it is.
Yep, okay. So there's a staff over here. There's a small, like a little box down, down where Riddle is, which is radiating necromantic magic. Over at Ashtar is enchantment. The whole apparatus, the whole wagon type thing, with arms and legs and wheels and cogs and stuff. And down here there's what looks like a potion bottle of some sort.
And that's it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Roll investigation on the staff.
Yeah, so on the staff, it doesn't look like it's actually not made of a spine. It's made of it's not quite as obvious as that, but you recognise it from anatomy. It's a spinal cord, dried out and hardened. It still has that sort of S curve to it.
And that one was what score of magic? Which
I'm just
if I venture, I guess probably necromantic.
I'm just checking. Can you roll a Arcana for your instead of investigation,
Oh yeah.
Criella?
Oh, I believe. Hold on.
That should be with disadvantage too, because of your exhaustion.
Yeah.
The staff is enchanted with necromantic sigils. It's probably the most
I have,
magical thing in the room.
with reliable talent, I can treat the
roll
6 as a 10.
Okay.
So
and what does that
that's a
make it?
14.
A 14.
14.
Okay.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Yep, so you recognise it as fiendish in origin, this spinal cord. It's the spinal cord of some sort of fiend.
Can I ritual cast identify on it?
Yeah, sure. Okay, it's got charges. You can use it as a spell focus to cast wizard spells, or anyone who can use a staff can use it. And it's not so much necromantic as sort of protection from necromancy. It's a holy item, and you can, with one charge, you can cast Death Ward, and with another charge, you can cast Revivify.
Yeah.
Death Ward's good.
Yeah.
Like 4th level spell.
Yeah. It's only got 9 charges, and it only gets regains 1 charge a day. So if you want, you can't sort of spam Death Ward on the whole party.
Yeah.
But yeah. The other thing we need to keep track of is it's called the Staff of 9 Lives. Basically, it can grant 9 lives effectively to beings, but they can only benefit from this staff 9 times. So if you were to revivify the same person 9 times, you can't use the spell on them again, the staff on them again. Bit of a pain to keep track of, but it might not matter for the purposes of this.
I mean, if you died 9 times, you're just meant to be dead.
That's true. What else have we got?
Ashtar was investigating the table, I think.
Yeah, Ashtar. So you have a look at this, and it looks like some sort of engine of, not necessarily war, but it looks like you could make this like a sort of metal wagon out of it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And does it? So it's like a workbench or something?
Yeah, it's a dais, but there are tools inscribed with runes and things. Basically like spanners and Allen keys and screwdrivers and things.
Is there any sense of this being something that will benefit us in our pursuit?
Oh, you're not
Or
sure?
is it? Yeah, I just I feel like it's intriguing, but ultimately, is it beneficial right now for our focus? Like we need to stay on track, you know.
Well, you could try and put it together during the short rest, I guess, or.
Well, yeah, if there's already resting happening and like that's fine, but spend ages like trying to put something together just when like we're meant to be trying to like rescue someone. It seems a bit weird. But I can tinker while other people are doing stuff.
Okay. We'll assume.
So, yeah. I'll give that a go.
Okay. What else was there? There was a small jewelry box.
Yeah, that's by Riddle. I can investigate it.
Okay.
On her back.
You go and investigate it, Solotl.
Yep.
And you get a bad feeling just by approaching it.
Ooh. I do want to poke it though.
You can give it a bit of a poke. It's
tip off my tail.
It's gold. It's platinum with golden filigree. And while you poke it with, what did you poke it with? Your tail.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens.
And it has strong necromantic aura, right?
Yes, it does. You could try an arcana or religion. It'd be disadvantage in your current state.
Yeah, I'll go for religion.
Okay.
I'll roll twice. 1 and 2.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, twice the same. Nice.
2 19s, was it? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So 25. Okay. So you are a little bit shocked. People would see him, maybe even his eyes boggle a bit and take a step back. This is a box that is used to hold the soul of a leash.
I smash it immediately.
You smash
I don't even tell anyone.
You smash it as fast and hard as you can, but you don't scratch it.
I cast magical weapon and try again.
Okay, you cast magic weapon and smash it again, and nothing happens.
I beckon the beholder to look at it, and then I try to smash it again.
Okay. The beholder, can you roll a persuasion?
Persuasion. Also the advantage, I guess?
Yes.
So 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lottle, what transpires?
I'm looking for a word.
Blasphemy most foul. Must eradicate.
I will stride forward and cast a spell.
Okay.
I think I'll try anti-magic field.
Okay. You get your anti-magic field off.
And I will stride forward with my anti-magic field to affect the box.
Okay. And you do
rendering it mundane.
Yep.
And I guess I would try to smash it again.
All right, and with that, you smash it. Let's see. Within this field, spells can't be cast, summoned.
Basically, any and all magical effects are suppressed for the duration of being within the field. But they restore once they leave the field.
Mm-hmm. Areas of magic. I'm looking at the spells. Magic weapons properties. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, you cast your anti-magic field, and it looks like you can damage it, and it starts to get cracks and scratches.
Yeah, I'll keep walking.
And eventually you crack it and destroy it.
Excellent work, Solotl. A phylactery, I presume.
Yes.
All in the day's work.
Indeed.
Okay.
Has anybody taken an interest in the potion?
No, but you can be over there having a bit of a gander.
Yep.
That'd be great.
Okay. Now, your spell is still up? What was that? I forget again.
It was see invisibility.
Oh, okay. All right. So nothing there to see.
What does the potion look like?
When you get there, it looks like it's a solid metal flask, not a glass one, so you can't see what's inside. And having a bit of a shake, there's no liquid in there either.
Huh. It's just an empty bottle, I say to the rest of the room.
Yes, but it emanates magical aura.
Does the metal, does it feel cold? Does it feel hot? Does it feel room? Like, is there any thing to detect from?
You can do a arcana on it.
At disadvantage?
Yes.
Which is fine, because I'm rolling terribly tonight. Anyway.
How'd you go?
No, 9 at disadvantage.
9? Okay, alright. So you can't detect any other properties that it might have. It does have a metal stopper as well. But otherwise... It does feel heavy though, heavier than you might expect, even though it's metal. So you can't you can't hear anything sloshing around, but it does feel full.
Do I have 10 minutes to richly cast Identify on it?
Yeah, I think everyone's sort of lingering in here a fair time, so... Criella's already done Ritual Identify twice, I think.
Yeah.
And this is all happening in parallel, so we're not... you can look over and Ashtar's sort of sitting cross-legged on the ground with a spanner, ratcheting away, and the beholder is... Yeah, tongue off to one side. The beholder's busily cleaning the place. It's the north part of the room's looking fantastic. Elorin, you ritually cast Identify, and this looks like a flask that can... Similar to that mirror, but a portable version of it. You can unstopper it, point it out at a creature, and potentially that would be sucked inside like a genie. However, this bottle's got something in it. You just have no idea what that is.
Sure, that's fair. I'm gonna take it over to Criella, whom I'm assuming is finishing up on their second ritual cast, and just say, hey, so I think there's something in it, but I'm pretty sure this is kind of like a genie bottle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a picture in the chat.
Love it. I couldn't determine if there was... Look, that thing in the hallway, that got me good. I'm not performing on all cylinders at the moment. So,
Well,
but you know,
pass it over here. I'll have a look.
and I'll hand it off.
Okay. You can have a try with Arcana with a disadvantage as well. But Lauren, your identify definitely showed how it works, and that you also know that there is something in it, that it is full. Criella,
That's a 14 because of.
Oh yeah.
14
because you're special.
Yeah.
No, you get to the similar conclusion with Lauren. You've consulted and been peer reviewed, and now you come to the same conclusion.
Interesting. There's definitely something in it. But...
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a look at it again another time. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
Okay. So what you have is a crushed phylactery, a staff of 9 lives, a what did I say? Topaz? I forget now. A statuette. I'm gesturing for an iced coffee. A iron flask, and you look over and you hear, and at the end of the short rest, you look towards the end of the short rest. You look around, and Ashtar is what looks to be sitting inside a large metal crab, and there's a hole and a hatch at the top, and she's got a bit of grimy grease and marks strategically pasted across her face, and looking quite pleased with herself that she figured it out without the IKEA catalogue.
Ashtar? What is that exactly?
Oh, I have no idea.
It looks like a vehicle. You can make it walk, and it scuttles on its feet.
That's what I figured. So I was like, I have no idea. But look,
it's like you're driving a little bobcat, and
yeah, it's like a Roomba except like big and a crab.
Yeah, it's got little pincers too, which you can operate with your change levers.
But not automated. Like I have to control it.
Yeah, you would have to control it. You have to get inside. It's like a little tank. Close the hatch.
Right.
Close the hatch. It looks completely waterproof.
I am now Tank Girl.
Yeah, and it's
yeah.
it's also got glass round windows in all 4 sides of it.
Does it look like it's only big enough for one person?
Oh, that's an interesting point. I believe that at least
It's on the size of the person.
Yeah.
That's true. Many tiny people.
Lots of gnomes.
Cats are fluid,
Lots
so
of gnomes.
fine.
I'll show a picture again.
Oh
I was gonna say, out of all the things I did not expect in this game, a freaking mech is one that I didn't expect the most.
Yeah.
Really?
No artifices, but
Yeah.
There's 10 levers all set in a row, and you've Ashtar's been mucking around and figured out one can extend the legs and the tail, allowing it to either walk or swim. There's like this fluke that comes out at the back, like a porpoise, and down will retract them, reducing its speed to 0, and it turns into like a turtle basically. With number 2 opens the forward window shutter opens or closes it. There's 3 will open the 2 side windows, 2 per side. 2 claws extend from the front or retract, so you can sort of get them ready for battle or not. And then number 5 is more for making it just snap out with a claw. You can make it swim or walk forwards or backwards or turn. So you've got mech-like fixtures. you figure out the 8th lever can actually switch on these sort of lanterns at the front, which project a beam. You're not sure what number 9 does. It seems to make it somehow magically get heavier. And there's a hatch at the very back that can also be opened or sealed with lever number 10.
Very definitely a medium-sized creature only, though.
2 medium-sized creatures could fit inside.
Ooh.
Get in.
Yeah.
We're doing weird shit. Go.
I'll find a token for it if you're going to take it with you.
I mean, it's too amazing.
Yeah.
Can it go up and down the stairs though? I mean,
Right?
Oh yeah, it's quite mobile, having 6 legs. So it's not too bad with navigating off-road. It's not like a wheeled or tracked vehicle.
it's kind of like armor, right?
It's
So
no Dalek. It's got 200 hit
we could
points.
we could possibly put squishy people in it when we're trying to go between things.
Yep.
Is it the windows can be opened?
The hatch can be opened. The windows can be shuttered or closed off, so you can't see through.
The windows are like porthole kind of things, so it's like
Yeah.
you can like cover them with like shutters or curtains, but they're not openable. They're like
No.
ship
Yep.
or submarine porthole type.
Yes.
Okay.
That like super thick glass that doesn't move.
Yep. If you look close at the picture, you can see the forward viewing portal. It's got a grill across the front.
Are they like periscopes or are they the lanterns?
They're the lanterns.
Right. Okay. This is not going where I expected it to go. Have a sea here? What do they know about crabs? Why are there crabs?
I don't know. But I think a dead, unalive thing might be a good foe for the thing in the tunnels.
Sure, yeah, that's what I was thinking, like, while we're, yeah. But we could put, like, the more vulnerable to being hit in this, when we're
Yep.
basically just trying to travel.
Good
I think.
protection marks.
Yeah,
Criella and Aloran, you're confident that you would be able to cast spells through this, so long as you could cast the spell through a glass window.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
So,
Because you can see.
so you could cast Hold Person, for example, but you couldn't cast Firebolt.
Yeah.
We have,
You
Go.
could, it would incinerate you inside
oh
there.
yeah.
It's just not a good idea.
We just need to. It's a bit difficult to tell these sorts of things just from the description. D&D's descriptions aren't that great. But sometimes a bolt streams from blah to blah, or.
It's your ruling. What do you
Yeah,
decide?
yeah.
We go
Yeah.
with,
Even disintegrate, it's a ray, a black ray shoots out from the fingertip and blah blah blah. So you don't want to disintegrate the window on its way to whatever you're shooting at. But in the same breath, you can't use disintegrate and shoot a ray through a big line of rock 100 feet long either. So it's really the target that cops the ray, but some ray shoots out. So we'll have to spell by spell. But a lot of spells just target a creature rather than fling something.
Lauren's going to ask the navigators, so could we get this thing through the whatever you want to call it?
I'm confident we can push this thing through the squishy doors.
Our equipment doesn't seem to disappear. So I said, what?
I mean, like, if our gear comes through with us, the clothes that we're wearing and the things we're holding, I don't see why something else like this wouldn't go through here.
This creature's
It's
about
all
the same
it's all
size.
about intention.
It's
right?
about the
It's about
same.
the way we see things.
It's the same size as the beholder.
Yeah, so no problem.
I mean, the beholder can fly.
True.
So
And
in some
is
circumstances-
ghostly.
Archery. Yeah. So Ashtar, you're right though. It's the reason you're is that you're managing to move between worlds here is because you're able to suspend your disbelief.
So if we can think it, it can happen.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
It depends on how low your intelligence is and how high your charisma.
Exactly.
Believe it will happen enough. Yeah. No, I think it maybe could potentially make it harder to push through, but I don't think I think it's more about, I don't think it's impossible. I think it's about how we choose to push.
I think the lesson in here is don't think about it.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's why low intelligence works, because you don't
Yeah.
think about it. You do it.
Awesome.
So if you are still just hanging around, I guess that's the best moment I will have to cast. Ritual cast or
Scry.
regular cast. I know. Find greater steed.
Ah, right. Okay.
No, it's just regular cast, but it does take me 10 minutes to cast it.
Okay. And what steed are you trying to summon?
I don't know if you're familiar. So, you know this prehistoric version of crocodile that had long legs and could run on land?
Yes.
Exactly that.
Okay, let's have a look.
I think all the versions use the same stat block. It's just, flavor.
Find greater steed.
Yeah.
That's the paladin level 4 or 5 or so.
Yes. So that's the creature has the statistics provided in the monster manual for the chosen form, and the chosen form is going to be Griffin, Pegasus, Periton, whatever that is, or Dire, Rhinoceros, anything. So.
I'm just grabbing one for you. Okay, you cast your spell. And you know how when the familiar was summoned, the what's it, the raven or hawk? Okay.
Hawk, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you hit. There's celestial light appears. There's this light from above, as you do when you try to summon. You might have tried to summon steeds before. But as it does, this sort of pool of water opens at your feet. It smells gross, but probably good to Solotl, considering where you're from. And these tentacles come out, not reminding you a little bit of those giant octopus that came out that you saw in the city not long ago. But then these two hands come out, and each hand has 3 fingers, sort of purplish grey, and the hands haul this huge bulk. The bulk has these long legs, looking like curved back on itself, like the rear legs of a goat. And it stands there, and its head is drooping as if it's like someone who's come out of the shower and is drying their hair. And the hair is sort of drooping down, but it's skin. And then it goes to look up, and then it opens out this towel, but it's not a towel, it's ragged pieces of tentacle-y like flesh, revealing a maw. And within the centre of that maw, there's a face. And it looks at you.
And I look at it.
And then it waits patiently.
usually doesn't happen.
Oh, that is gross.
Yeah, so the thing is, if I cast this spell in the past, every time I summon it's the same creature. So, is it the same creature just morphed, or?
It says, "Rah," and it has the same sort of reptilian voice that you are used to. Sounds a little bit velociraptor-y, but a little bit more phlegm.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a name.
Okay. I can change the name to something other than Greater Steed.
Yeah.
When you got one.
I think it will be something like really nice, like something you would give it to their teddy bear.
All right.
I can't think of anything right now, but he's gonna address it by that name. It's like,
My goodness, you let yourself go.
Yeah, right.
Like Fluffy. Right?
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
All right.
The Fluffy.
And
Nice.
is it who's got the familiar? Is that Aloran or Criella?
Yeah.
Criella, yeah. So Criella, your bird on your shoulder, your octopus on your shoulder, sort of looks across at this greater steed, and through its many eyes there's a bit of recognition there.
So is this like twisting the creatures into these forms, or is it like just summoning something that's like a close equivalent of whatever plane that we're on? I mean, I don't know, I guess. But
You've actually seen, some of you that have cast other spells, that they all seem to have a slightly different tangible effect here. That's even including things like Firebolt is like this sickly green colour.
So it's like all magic has some kind of twisted manifestation. Interesting. Except celestial, right? That seems to kind of be
Celestial language?
Oh, just like when I've used the sword and there's been, I guess I haven't cast spells, but I've done radiant damage.
Yeah, radiant damage is still radiant damage, and the Celestials you have met haven't been that friendly. The Planetar,
No,
Groblets.
this is, yeah. But it's just because they're from a divine. Oh,
Yeah.
good. I don't say that aloud just in case Petros is in
Yeah,
earshot.
yeah, okay. And you do manage to finish a short rest, and so anyone who recovers something from a short rest, you get those back.
Nice.
Whoop. And at the end of that, did you want to try to press on or leave this place?
I think so.
Criella, did you want to? You've attuned to this. What was it? Dagger.
The 9 life.
Dagger.
Yep, dagger. And what about this staff? Who's carrying that? Or who wants it?
I wouldn't be able to attune to it, so because that would mean I'd have 3, so
Right.
I have 4. Does anyone want this staff?
I've got my guitar, my lute. I'm good.
Okay.
But I might carry the vial thing if you don't mind. You know, I'll check on it later.
Yes.
Okay.
So, who wants to jump in the tank when we're going through the stairs? Someone who maybe needs a little bit of extra protection from nasties.
I mean, I'm not going to say no. I feel particularly squishy right now.
Maybe also, can we remind our beholder friend to not be like
Looking at us when shit goes down. That would
Yeah.
be amazing.
Ah, yes.
just a gentle reminder? Don't want to like anger him or anything. Alright.
I'll just hold on to the stuff for now then.
Okay.
And I just...
All right. So Ashtar, you saddle up in your vehicle. I won't worry about I'll just assume that you're in it. Solotl, you mount your noble steed.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, could you give me control of it?
Oh yeah. There you go. You might have to adjust
Okay.
it. Adjust its,
Yep.
its stats.
Okay. And I can move as a... Okay, thanks.
Ashtar, you're in the thing. Criella or Lauren, or either of you.
I'm going to suggest that Criella gets in it because I think my music needs to be outside of to be able to inspire people. You'd be able to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I insist.
I mean, the
Otherwise,
plan is to just make a break for it, though, right? We're just trying to push through. When we're in that stairwell, we're just trying to get to the next platform. So hopefully,
run as fast as you
this is-
can.
Yeah.
like,
And I've got a 35 movement speed, so, let me do this for you.
Well, let's assume Riddle goes with you, Ashtar, because I think Criella's got the ability to bonus action dash as well as do another dash.
Of course she
Yeah.
does.
I also have
Nice.
flying if that's necessary.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, I can't fly.
Ashtar, you're up unless Solotl's going to try and do it.
You got it.
But that will give you guidance, so that's default.
Okay. You get guidance to your first roll. It's at disadvantage because of your exhaustion. As you try to pull the veil. Charisma.
Not coming through. Hold on. Okay. Did it roll that time? Oh, would you believe I got a 20 and a 1?
Oh. Okay.
I'm not sure that guidance will help me on that.
No, yeah, you're right. It does fail, and that counts as 2 fails as well.
Oh.
Perhaps we should rest, clear our minds before we venture forth.
Oh my god. Wait, I do have a default. No, I don't, because it was guidance on the first roll, isn't it?
I think you can use it once before the spell ends. Zarkin can roll, so you can use it. You have 1 minute.
You can roll another d4 to add to that 6. Has to be
Oh
good.
my god.
A
Oh
1.
my god.
Okay. So Ashtar.
Sorry, guys. It's this damn mech thing. What is going on?
Okay. Yeah, blame the tools.
Oh wait.
I'm happy to give it a go if you'd like. My
Okay.
charisma is okay.
Ashtar tries to pull you all through, and you can each feel yourselves being wrenched. She tries over the course of 3 minutes, 3 rounds, whatever it is, for the full length of time. And then you feel yourselves being sort of stretched, pulled through, but eventually you get slungshot back in, and you find yourselves prone on the ground with 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, that's
Three
bad.
more.
Is that
or
3
in general?
additional levels or level 3?
An additional 3.
Mm.
Ooh.
If I remember correctly, our movement is halved. We have disadvantage of absolutely everything, and our max HP is lowered.
Is halved, yep.
Yeah, I think it's time to rest. We've got to get rid of that exhaustion. And we can't chance gaining 2 more levels of exhaustion. It will kill all of us.
Yeah.
Agree.
Okay, so you're going to try for a long rest here?
This room has
Oh.
been fairly secure.
Yeah, because like our hit points are halved as well. at
Yeah,
level
hit
4.
point maximum is halved.
Yeah.
Can you even cast spells at this stage?
Yeah,
Like for
yeah,
dimension?
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Okay.
Then
You have a disadvantage though on all the attacks and saving
On
throws
attack
and
and-
ability check. Our
I'm
speed is
just-
halved. And
I'm just saying, Ellerin has the Magnificent
House.
Mansion, yeah, or whatever it's called.
you know, it's just a house.
Ah.
Let's.
Hmm?
Yes.
This old place.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You know, it's just a thing.
Are you gonna cast it? Are you, Lauren?
Yeah, I am. And you know, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to cast it at 9th level.
Oh, what does that do?
No,
Right, so-
nothing. I've just never used a 9th level spell slot for
Oh, there you go. Okay. So, Criella, you might not have seen this before, but this golden archway. No, not McDonald's, but there we are. Appears in the room with a pale marble stairs leading up to some other extra dimensional space. And I guess Lauren leads the way.
I'll bow gallantly to Criella and please come inside. There is plenty of food, soft blankets, even a bath if you should wish it.
The horror.
Criella, you heading on through?
Yep.
All right, you've been inducted. You're one of the crew. Ashtar, you sort of find the right levers and the apparatus makes its way up the stairs and into the mansion, as does Solotl striding his.
Could I potentially teach other people how to use this so that it's not reliant necessarily on me?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. You can show everyone.
Since we're having a rest.
Yep. Okay. So everyone piles. Everyone piles
Sorry,
through.
Lauren's just going to look at the beholder and just go, "Stay, please."
The beholder sort of vanishes. Becomes, well, it's already incorporeal, but you know what I mean. And says, "I cannot leave this place." And the rest of you have a night or have a full long rest. You manage to recover one of your levels of exhaustion. Yep.
Yeah.
So everyone can mark up. You should have 4 levels of exhaustion on your characters.
So now it's down to 3.
Now it's down to 3.
I mean, there is a way around it. Zeroto is stocked up on some greater restoration scrolls.
Yep, each one of those removes 1 level from 1 person, I believe, or is it all levels?
One, I think all levels.
We
Let me
need
check.
one lot otherwise.
I don't have the spell on my list, but I think Sir Petrus, you should have the spell.
Yes, I'm just looking it up.
It's more about how many diamonds you've got, because I think it's an expensive.
I stocked up. I spent like thousands on.
Yeah.
No.
There was
also
only a
because
certain amount that was able to be bought, so you should have a
Yeah.
specific amount.
Yeah, and because it's a scroll, it already used the diamond. It just raises the spell.
That's right. Whatever scrolls you've got.
It's only diamond dust, 100 gold,
Yep.
and
How many levels?
it will. Doesn't specify. It just says it can remove any debilitating effect. It can reduce the exhaustion level by 1.
1.
Yeah.
I mean, we either used all that up or we spent here 3 days.
Man, I totally forgot that I could have used for one of my saving throws that I failed. I could have used the Indomitable.
Oh, they were ability checks, unfortunately.
Was there not a... Oh, that was... No, that wasn't a saving throw either. Okay.
While we're in here, I have a scroll of gaseous form. Can I copy that into my spellbook? Or
Yeah.
attempt to?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I don't think I can fail it because it's DC 13 and then...
You get your 10. No problem.
Yeah, and then I automatically get 10, so...
Okay.
The automatic 10 is only on the things that you're proficient in, as ability checks. I don't know how the copying works.
That's all right. You can have a look at it. It's just gone 11 o'clock, and I know we had said we normally would go to 11:30, and we haven't taken a break yet either. I was thinking of that when you were exploring the room, and it got to about 9:30. Do you want to either we could just call it here as an 11 o'clock, a 3-hour session. We could carry on for another, half hour or so, or just to resolve what you're going to do to get out, but it's also something that could be done throughout the week.
I think the long rest is perhaps a good interval, like a good opportunity to have a stop.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I would suggest maybe 10 minutes, up to 10 minutes to discuss how we're gonna get out of the pickle.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'll just roll the Arcana.
So for the I've got 2 scrolls of greater restoration. That's 2 levels on 1 person, on 1 level on 2 people.
And long rest is 8 hours.
Yeah,
The house is
1.
up for 24.
Yeah.
I mean, I have access to the spell Greater Restoration, but I'd have to cast it how many times? 16, 20 times? I don't have that many spell slots at 5th level or above. I think it's 5th. Yeah.
You may not have that much diamond dust as well. We could go back to...
Oh, of course, yes.
To see, if you've got a couple that are, 500s for raised deads or whatnot. I think...
I've got the diamond, pure diamond dust. I've got 1,500 worth of diamonds, and it doesn't say how much of the diamond dust.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, if you've got if you've got 1,500 worth of diamonds, you can crush that, and it's 1,000. That's 15 castings of.
But I also specifically bought a bunch of diamond dust. I should have it written down somewhere. But that's later,
Yeah.
For the next time, I can look it up.
Yeah. So, did you want to take a long rest regardless?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's resolve that. You have your long rest. You scribe your spell. You get your spell across. While you're resting, it is restful enough for you to recover from one of your levels of exhaustion, and also to recover all of your spells, and you can swap out things and so on. But you also are racked with nightmares throughout the night as well. So much so that people need to do a madness saving throw.
That's with disadvantage, I think, because of the exhaustion.
Because of the exhaustion, yeah.
Is it wisdom?
Oh, what?
The difference you've found that these have been the madness effects from the different things you've been exposed to. Some of them are fought off with different ability scores, so it's not just wisdom. Normally it would be, but there's some things that tackle you in different ways. Let's see. It's a roll for that. 1, 2, okay. So this is an intelligence one. the particular nature of this nightmare.
Yeah, so this is before we do a long rest, right?
Yes. Oh, well, it's at the end of it's where the nightmare you wake up with a madness.
That's a 20.
Okay.
Proficiency.
Oh, there's advantage. Wait.
Oh wait.
Oh, pretty
Yeah,
good.
20.
Yeah. So you're right. It is still a disadvantage though.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about the long rest, because if we got the rest first, we wouldn't have 3 levels of exhaustion, right?
Yeah, you'd
We
go
would.
from 4 down to 3.
Oh.
Everyone already had one from before, and then that you.
No, you're right. I forgot that we had, because I had it at 4, and then I reduced it to 3, and I was like, but now
Right.
we're long resting. But no, it's just me being
That's right.
weird and forgetting.
Sir Petrus doesn't need to sleep, by the way,
Okay.
Fancy.
which is probably just as well given the saving throws that I just rolled.
No
Yeah,
nightmares.
don't rub it in.
Okay. All right. So what do we get? Criella, you've got a 9. You've got a 14.
That's a 20 though, because I'm proficient in it.
Oh, I see. Yep.
That's a saving throw, and it automatically
is that
calculates your
not?
proficiency.
Okay. So yeah.
So Petrus, I'll check. I can check it out between now and next week just to see whether it's per long rest or per sleep. But it is a nightmare. So at this stage, I'm just saying, yep, you're not affected by it. Lauren, however, and is not looking hot. Lauren, can I get you? I'm getting there. Bear with me. Okay. Can you roll a d4 for me? How'd you go?
My only good roll of the night,
You got a 4.
which also could be terrible, but that's fine.
Okay. Okay, when you all wake up, you look across to Aloran, and Aloran is not waking up. The rest of you are sort of getting around, getting your gear together, looking over at Sir Petrus playing Patience with his deck of cards. But Aloran is not moving.
And I would try to shake Aloran a bit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
be like,
Going, hey, wake up. Yep.
wake
Aloran
Aloran.
does not rouse.
Guys, Petrus, you help. I don't know what's happening. Aloran's not waking up.
I will examine Aloran.
Okay. Can you roll a medicine for me? How'd you go?
Oh, I impatiently didn't wait for the dice to stop moving. Not as well as I might like.
Oh, okay. You can't tell exactly what's going on, but she seems to be unconscious. He seems to be unconscious.
I'm sure it's the nature of this place. I wonder whether one of the greater restoration spells might help.
And seems to be in a bit of a fit.
A fit?
Just, muttering and thrashing a bit.
Is it like, would they recognize it as being like a nightmare? Because they saw me have one from this place before, right?
It looks a bit different to what you had. A little different. What did you have? Curled up and repeated the same name over and over.
Yeah, I repeated the same phrase.
Can you roll a perception for me, Petrus?
Something about being in the mirror, I think. In my nightmare.
Okay. You can hear Aloran whispering Black Mirror.
I had a nightmare.
Yes, I'll repeat it to the rest of the group.
Okay.
And float the question as to whether I should use our resources to try the restoration.
Has this happened before?
I did have
An episode?
I see.
It was not pleasant.
I see.
I was being watched, and there was a horrible nightmare. I don't know if this is the same, but I was not particularly aware of what brought me out of it. So I guess I look at the group and I'm like, what did you guys do?
I can't remember myself.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah. Riddle says to you...
I think you...
It was Revivify.
Revivify.
Yeah, I think so.
Petrus cast Revivify on me.
Revivify? That doesn't sound right.
Oh, not Revivify. Restoration.
Restoration.
Sorry, it's the same one. I'm pretty sure that it was Petrus that did it. This was the second time that I had problems. Like the first time it wasn't when I was asleep.
It was Petrus.
You sound like you're on a couch. This isn't the first time it's happened. It's
I had problems once when I was awake, and then once there's this recurring nightmare that just keeps getting to me. No, I had the one right at the beginning where I lost control of my body and was stunned. But then I had the nightmare about the mirror, and it was Petrus that cast a spell on me to get rid of it.
Riddle says there was a time when I was very angry. I hated you all.
Yeah, I have a question. Because I was still in the process of preparing my spells, and I do have Remove Curse, which doesn't use any components. And I do want to make me roll if I had the foresight to prepare it before, because I heard about the situation as I was preparing it, so it's not metagamey.
You could have had it prepared. This is as everyone's waking up. You haven't even prepared your spells yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So, part of your morning ritual is also, deciding what spells you have.
Right.
You're about to eat your cornflakes and turn your head, and Aloran's not moving.
If you try that first, Zalotl, I can also try a lesser restoration before we waste the resources of a greater.
So the thing is, since we haven't prepared our things, I don't have it yet.
No, but the point is you're about to select your spells. The morning has just begun.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna have it, and I'll cast it.
Okay.
As soon as I can. Yeah. I'll post it if I can. Doesn't give me the option. Remove curse. There we go.
Okay, so you're casting what? Lesser restoration or?
Remove curse.
Remove curse.
Just see if it works.
Remove curse doesn't.
Very well. I will cast lesser restoration.
Okay, you cast lesser restoration, and Aloran seems to come awake with a start, and looks like Aloran is about to, throttle something or flee in terror straight away. But Aloran, you're back on back on track and your faculties are back and everything comes into focus. Alora, you were dreaming that there was a mirror and there was something within the mirror and the mirror was starting to crack.
Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. And you see him visibly have a bit of a, you wake up really suddenly from a really crappy dream, that adrenaline is rushing and he's just, very much kind of to get a grip with reality or what resembles it. And Black Mirror. Fucking mirrors. And comes around and looks at Sir Petrus, and again, thank you, friend. That was the weirdest dream.
You are welcome.
I need
Be
coffee.
restored.
And you are all
Thank
now at exhaustion level 3.
Lauren, when you were in that nightmare, did you get a sense you were being watched?
You didn't.
Did not.
Okay.
It was just it was like the mirror was starting to crack at it was really very disconcerting. Should we what do we want to do? I still feel pretty exhausted. Or do we want to stay a little longer?
I just realized something. So, reading the scroll to cast a spell, I think you should, because I don't have that spell in my spell list, I would have to make an Arcana check or something. That would be with disadvantage.
I think let's assume that, because it's still a scroll that Sir Petrus could have cast. I guess you could have just given it to him.
Oh yeah, actually that makes sense, yeah.
But Sir Lottle, you're looking around and you can see poor Fluffy is rocking. And, and the tentacles are sort of hugging itself with its own tentacles.
It's chasing the rabbit.
I'll try to wake him up telepathically.
He's awake, and you can see he's muttering the same thing over and over. The same screech.
The sweet little thing. Can I pet him?
Yep, you can. It allows you to.
I just want to try to comfort it and just pet it. I know it's not going to help, but I want to try. Poor sweetie.
So have you guys have had your long rest. You could sort of while away the time here and continue. Again, you can't really afford to. If you do the same thing again, you'll all incur 3 exhaustion levels, and that'll kill everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I think
how many can you cast? Greater restorations, I mean.
Let me check. Six in total.
6.
And I guess that's 600 GP with a diamond dust too.
Yeah, I can provide that. Yeah, it's either that or wait here for few days. So we can benefit from long rest only once every 24 hours.
Yes, but if we're long resting, then I can do that 6 each long rest in addition. So 2 long rests would get us 2 levels down, and we would have 12 greater restorations, which would be more than enough, I think.
Okay, I don't think Xerotto would have the brains to suggest it, but the way we could do it is we clear out the exhaustion on Xerotto, so he can do the check without any disadvantages. So that will be is like 18 charisma and 10 intelligence, so that wouldn't be terribly difficult check to get out of here.
If we stop the process after 1 failed roll, do we still suffer the effects?
We don't know.
I think yeah, you could stop the process after 1 failed roll, but you would still incur the exhaustion associated with that fail.
Right. So we wouldn't necessarily have to commit to losing 3 levels of exhaustion. So we could make a decision one by one.
Okay, I suggest we get all 1 level off.
Mm-hmm.
So, if everything goes bad, we don't die instantly.
Mm.
And we could try to get out.
Sure.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, so let's say 6 would reduce an exhaustion level from all the party.
1 left over, yeah.
Yep, I'm assuming Riddle's with you.
Oh, of course,
and
yes.
that needs to be catered for.
Yeah.
In which case you would all go down to level 2.
Yep.
See if you can adjust that on your own token, or I can do that. That's fine.
Yeah. By the way, Fluffy name to be named later.
Yeah, no worries.
I think he would have only 2 anyway because he didn't have the initial one.
Ah, true. Yeah.
I can edit it. Nope.
Okay, so you get to everyone. This is with spell slots, is it? It's going to do. Let's see. And you go down to 2, and Fluffy should be on 2 regardless. And then what? Solotl, are you going to use scrolls to get you to 0 or something, or spells?
No, let's keep it just in case. I will do the check with disadvantage, but I will guide myself.
Okay. So
are we not having another long rest? Because otherwise I've just used my top 6 spell slots and will be fairly useless.
Yeah, that's whole other thing.
Also, if we're at level 2 exhaustion, you don't have it. Oh no, that's on attack rolls and saving throws, not on disability. Disadvantages on ability checks still. My bad, sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm very confident that I can beat 10 with +4 and.
Our speed is halved though, if we're going to make a run to the next door.
Okay, so another long rest.
okay.
Yeah, I think that was the plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But that also means another sleep with potential nightmares and stuff.
True, but we are exhausted, so more of us losing exhaustion, and potentially, I don't know. I just think, especially because that is a saving throw, so that shouldn't be at disadvantage this time.
And in any case, Sir Petrus doesn't sleep and won't suffer the nightmares and has access to restoration magic.
Okay.
So you take another long rest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once again, you wake up, regaining 1 level of exhaustion. So everyone would be back to 1, I believe. But everyone needs to do a saving throw.
Which type?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Does Sir Petrus or I'm exempt?
You're exempt.
Very good.
Ooh, whoa! There we go.
Oh,
2 natural 20s from Celotl.
Yeah.
Oh, Criella. No. Eloran. Is that at a disadvantage, Eloran? Okay.
No, I just need to do it one more time.
Okay.
It shouldn't be at disadvantage.
It's not at disadvantage because it's a saving throw. Not an ability check.
Yep.
It says.
So it's a straight
specifically,
roll. Okay, so Criella,
okay, so that's 5.
Criella, you're gonna, unfortunately, can you roll percentage dice for me?
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
Mm-mm.
Let's have a look.
End of campaign.
Yeah. There we go. I'm just looking. Okay, so this you have the same thing that seems you don't wake up, similar to what happened with Aloran, I think, last time, Criella.
Okay.
Is you remain unconscious after everyone else wakes up.
Once Sir Petrus identifies this, he will try Lesser Restoration.
Okay, I'll cross off the Lesser Restoration, and that does bring you back around and you awake normally. Everyone gains their now let's see. Where's your madness level? There it is. And one. Okay. And you wake up and can break your fast and prepare for the day.
Nice.
And we lose 1 exhaustion,
And
right?
you lose 1 exhaustion, yeah. So everyone should be on 1 now.
0, you mean?
Nope.
No,
1.
1.
I thought we were on 1.
We were on 2.
Ah.
So we went down to 3. You greatly restored us to 2, and now we're down to 1.
Yes, but if I do that, all my spells are gone.
No. I mean, you did that last time. That's why we are down to 1.
Sorry, I
We
was
long
muted.
rested.
He was responding to me. I was muted. He could hear me.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so everyone, so you're still going to get disadvantage on your check, Xolotl, but people aren't as at greater risk of being wrenched.
Okay, I'm gonna give one of the scrolls to Sir Petrus to cast on me. To just close
Which one? Greater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that
Good.
the greater restoration removes the last level of exhaustion from. So make sure you cross off the scroll from Xolotl, and Xolotl, you can try to bust through.
down. 1. Okay.
I forget what it was now. Oh yeah, charisma versus intelligence.
Gonna guide myself just in case. Sorry, you were going?
And Lauren's gonna definitely give you a inspiration, kind of.
Okay.
You can do it.
Thanks.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
We have a 20.
1 and 2.
Oh.
That's not 1. What's your inspiration die?
It's a D12.
Okay, that's D12 and D4 from my guidance. Let's see. Oop, no. 2 ones.
Really? What did you get?
Yeah. 1 and a 1.
Okay. So that so that 1 success and 2 fails throws you all back out with 2 levels of exhaustion.
Is it 2 fails or 1 fail?
He rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, so that's 2.
Oh, of course, yes, that counts as 2.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We should call it here. It's 11:24.
Yep.
What are the odds?
And we could be here. We could be here all night. So we'll pick it up next fortnight and see if you can ever break out of this bloody place.
We got 2 levels of exhaustion, but Zalotto will only have
2.
gain.
Yeah.
So he'll be on 2 and we'll be on 3. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh my God. Who knew it would be so hard? Because you've been bouncing around all over the place so far. Yeah, there's been no fails at all up to now.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us call it for this evening and catch up and carry on next fortnight.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully,
Sweet.
get out of this outrageous temple and back to the city somewhere.
Yes, well, thank you, and thank you to my fellow players.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Fun.
Thank you.
Right, everybody.
Bye.
Yep. I